you. But yeah, it's been a fun one. And obviously, thanks to Brandon for breaking some of that news to us as well. Watching the up to the IPO. I've got my eyes on everything as well. And
before we get out of here, Austin Wallow, so it is true, he works at this sport radar. I think that's pretty cool. So the IPO, you'll be pretty interested to see this IPO coming. I kind of get a feeling it could be a mover today. So Blue Jays. So with that, you're right, Randy. You can see all the Blue Jays. They're on an absolute tear, baby. World Series is coming. We're going to send you right over to Trader Prad and ESP. It's time for memes and movers.
Yo, welcome to Memes and Movers. I'm your host, Trader Prad. What's the animation? Anyways, I'm your host, Trader Prad. This is Miss V, the beautiful Miss V over here.
Thank you, Prad. And hey, guys, thank you very much for joining our show today. Please be active on the chat. Ask us anything. Write what you trade today. And of course, don't forget to give us a like. Well, Prad, it's pretty intense day today. Let's jump right into the stocks.
Let's do it. So today, I think I traded a little bit of buyouts most part because I didn't see volume coming into the stocks the way I wanted it to. But let's look at AMC to start off the day. Our favorite ape stock. Kind of a down day. You know, we're down about 3% off the highs that we created yesterday, I believe. Right now we're trading slightly above 50, but the bottom of the day is 49.66. So let's see if we can hold 50 on the bids. You know, as long as we're trading above 50 and between that 50 to 52 range, I think AMC is in still good condition for that squeeze pop play that everyone's hoping for, but we really need that close above 52. You know, volume being low today with the CPI numbers coming in and everything. I guess you know, buyers were kind of hands off today, and market as a whole was almost was hands off today. So you know, AMC just trying to find support here at 50 at the moment. Anyone know what's the IPO ticker? Yeah, the IPO ticker is SRAD on NASDAQ. So SRAD on NASDAQ is the ticker right here. Has not opened yet, but we will watch it once it opens. Let's continue the trading session together. That's right, Miss V. What stocks are you guys looking at today? KERN. So let's look at KERN for Alexis. Let's see what's going on here. A little bit of a barcode action near VWAP after filling the pre-market high range area, which is about 370, 373. Actual trading took place, well, like actual volume took place around 360, rejecting that and then coming back lower and failing to hold VWAP here and coming back lower. Let's see if it wants to find support here in this range or in this range for KERN for today. Let's see for the long term. Looks like we're in almost like a support area over here near $3. So I would expect that pattern to continue every time it goes down to $3. Maybe more buyers come in and find a value position for KERN. Not sure what the news or what the play is behind this, but for intraday, not much going on for this.
Hey, Prad,
yeah.
It's Apple Day because today is Apple event. It's happening at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and we're super happy to share this moment with you guys. Well, meanwhile, Orlando is asking us to check Apple out. I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about this a lot.
For sure,
right?
yeah. I was actually thinking about having a little stream up on the corner for you guys. So maybe I'll do that while you guys trade. We can watch the Apple stream going too. What do I think about Apple? Apple is doing pretty much what it did yesterday after making the highs near 150, right? It's in that same range. So as you guys can see, neither up nor down. It's finding support in the same areas it found support yesterday, finding resistance at the same areas it found resistance yesterday. Let's see if the once the news comes out at 1 o'clock based on, you know, the new phones, new AirPods or whatever. Guys, every time Apple comes out with new products, you know, I'm sorry for using this word, but the fanboys and the fangirls are out there lining across the corner to buy the latest stuff, right? So like that just means that the buyers are gonna be there for Apple products all the time. So I don't see what's stopping it to go back through 150 if the event hosts good news for Apple. So let's see if it can go through 150 again. New charger. Oh man, new charger. I gotta buy it. It's a pink charger. I gotta buy it.
Ha ha ha. Well, We were talking just yesterday. I'm like, I so want a pink iPhone to come out. At the same time, I don't want it to come out because I want to buy it. Well, for now, guys, I have yellow iPhone. Apple doesn't pay me, so it's not an ad. But anyways,
Not sponsored content.
if pink iPhone is out, will you come in pink outfit, Prad?
Sure, I'll
Thank
match
you.
your phone if you
That's
buy
sweet.
it. Sure, why
Okay,
not?
cool.
I just wanted to show a couple things about BBIG here. So, I called out BBIG yesterday and I said, exactly as planned, gave you guys the levels yesterday, outlined the scenarios for the top side and downside. Looks like 10 will not hold, and we're going to head down to 950 and 8 for the rest of the week. So look at that, right? We didn't even, we kind of tested 950 in pre-market, failed that off the open, didn't even get a chance to go test 950. We bounced off of VWAP, which was around 930, went down to 9, failed to hold 9, 9 turned into a resistance pretty quickly, failing to break past through 9, coming through 850. Now turning 850 into a resistance, failing to even hold that as a support, and then keep going lower. The big value buying position on BBIG here is around $8. That's where most of the buying volume was transacted. So if the stock goes under 8 here, I'm gonna expect a lot of stops to be triggered for losses or for flat. So whoever's long 8 and above is probably going to close their position once it breaks 8. Is my guess, and that's the basic psychology behind it. So I'd like to see how the stock trades around 8. Maybe the stops trigger and it goes lower. Maybe it finds more buyers coming in at 8, and the paper hands are the only one who gets shook, and the diamond hands start loading up more and more around 8, and the stock gives another leg up. There's a lot of people talking about, on Twitter about the DD behind it, about how the short interest is so high, the short utilization is so high, this is so high, that is so high, retail owns 80% of BBIG and so on. Like, all these numbers being thrown out are all good to help your thesis, but at the end of the day, you got to play the volume that's being given to you, and that is very obvious. If you have volume profile on a chart, you can obviously see more selling than buying occurring above 10 and all the way through 1260 or whatever the high of all-time high is, I believe. So you can see selling all the way through 10 up there. Even today, 9 and under, all there is sell-in. There is almost 2:1 ratio of sell-in to buying under 9. So there's no buyer stepping in anywhere down here, and these, like I said, don't play the hype. The numbers are all good and everything to help you create a thesis, but don't marry the stock to a point where you're just bag holding a loser and praying for it, right? So play the volume, play the facts that are being given to you by the market on a day-to-day basis. AMC, let's go check AMC. AMC indeed giving us a nice breakout here through VWAP. Let's see if we can hold VWAP. I love it, man. AMC, I asked for you guys to hold 50. You guys say 50. Let me take it up 50 cents from there. 50-50 for you, Prad. I love it, man. Hold this old support. Let's keep going higher and higher for the rest of the day like we did yesterday. Maybe we close back at 52 again. I asked for a close near 52, and I think we were 30 cents short from that. Let's try that again, boys. Let's try to close as close to 52 as we can, because every day that we do this, the better we have a chance to scare the hedgies out of their shorts.
Hey Prad, my quick review on Tesla trade today. Well, this is my most profitable stock today. Here, guys, I went into short position at the open. Stock at first went against me, but I'm super happy that I was able to hold it in terms of my risk management and share sizing, and I ended up in profits. Here, I averaged down my share size, and I went out here. I'm still in a short position, another one. Here I went short. Unfortunately, Nasdaq went down against me. I think that would cause Tesla to fall a little bit. Here I averaged it, and I picked the lowest of the day, I believe. And now it's back to the upside. Nasdaq is now up 0.02%, and I'll try to hold it up to VWAP. Hopefully Nasdaq will go to the upside for me and Tesla with it. Back to you, Prad.
Yes. So I see chat talking about Affirm here. Look at the clean breakout we had above, just above 112, but then failing to keep going higher. I think 105 was the bottom yesterday, and we pretty much got 5 cents below 105, finding the bottom at the same place and just making that run all the way back up to the top. So Affirm giving you beautiful scalp levels off that 105, or not scalp, but load up levels near that 105 for intraday traders, or even the long-term investors. If you find, the stock is worthy of a buy above 100, then 105 is probably a very good spot for you to start loading up, because every time it goes there, it just starts going higher and higher. Microsoft closed today high now. Let's look at Softy. Softy at 300, almost making a new high here as we speak, up 1% for the day, finding support at VWAP. That's around 299.20, 299.25 to be, or 30 to be exact, on the 1 minute. But as we speak, Softy wants to go higher on lower volume. So let's see if that trend can continue. You go, Valeriia. You're growing in your confidence. You're a smart cookie. Keep it up. Thank you, Linz.
Oh, thank you, smart cookie. It's so sweet. Thank you very much, Linz. Sending you all the love, and I hope you're having a great trading day also today. What happened to you, Prad?
I'm just fixing my chair here. It just keeps going lower on me.
I thought you were trying to run away.
No. I'm not leaving our beautiful viewers so quick. Prad, is there an easy way to figure out how to over leverage specific stocks are? How over leveraged specific stocks are? Feels like the stock with high retail investment that are about on margin are easy to shake out. Not sure how to or where you would get that information. And most of the time, what I'm noticing right now is FinViz and even StockBot on Discord, or like S3. These numbers that are coming out are very they're not accurate. Every website has been quoting completely different, and it's been playing games with my head at the very least. So I'm not sticking to one or two websites. I'm using multiple websites across the board and trying to see how many of them have similar data, and then I'll go based off of that. Thoughts on AMD? Let's go look at AMD. Oh, I didn't even realize one of my charts closed here, so let me open that up while we're speaking. So AMD here making a clean breakout off of VWAP after finding a support in pre-market range. So pre-market bottom range of the pre-market bottom, or bottom range. I'm losing my words here. But anyways, making that breakout even off of pre-market high all the way to make a new high at 106.32, and then coming back, finding support at VWAP, holding that level, trying to go back to 106 here. Let's see if minor retracement, maybe wants to go test VWAP again, but I'd like to see it go test 106 and maybe closes near 106 on AMD. But that depends on also where the market wants to go today based on the CPI numbers and so on. For the time being, looks like the market just wants to keep the printer turned on and let J Powell just print the money. If you guys know the meme that's floating around, so the printer is just gonna be turned on. The ink is still running, so none of it matters right now. AMD is a buy right there. I want to, I'm waiting for a little bit of a dip opportunity for investment purposes, because that would give me my first portfolio start for investment portfolio. So for me, I want AMD to go under 100 to buy, but I don't know if that's ever gonna even happen, right? So we'll see how it trades up here. BA, let's go look at BA. BA about 4 million shares traded today, finding bottoms at 211, making a bounce off of there, trading above 212 right now. Let's see if it wants to run towards 213 where the previous support was, and it broke through that. Also was a pre-market bottom. So let's see if it can run back to that level, test it, and trade above there so it can then go test VWAP. But for currently, it looks like 213 is the resistance and 211.50 or 211.30 being the support. FCell is actually the stock I traded today. There you go. I kind of forgot the stock I traded. but this is a stock. That's not the chart. This is the stock I traded today. The plan behind my trade here was 650 had an iceberg while the stock was trending towards 650. So I tried to short at 650. I took a 1 cent loss on my size, which was very, very good risk management according to the risk reward, that potential that I had there. And the same idea near 7 again. So 7, there was a little bit of a 7 was being held on the offers. It went through 7, came back through. I took a couple shots there. I took a little bit of a winner, but then I kept getting stopped out. So I figured the stock has way too much strength here. It just wants to go trade above 7, and it eventually did trade above 7. And then I said I can't figure out where this wants to turn around, so I might just have to be hands off and look at it. So here we are now. Finding the top at 750. Up 21% for the day, coming back through 7, which was VWAP, and now trading under 7. So looks like the 7 is maybe going to turn into resistance. But let's see if it's able to trade above 7, maybe later on in the day, and close above it. I'm not sure if I read this right, but I think someone said FCell's short interest is about 17%.
Well, Prad, while we are on Fuel Cell, I want to shout out to Son Hans Mrak for sending us a super chat and asking about Fuel Cell. Thank you very much. I hope you found some profitable trades today. And actually, I was trading Fuel Cell also today. I was in a short position. Well, here's my exit because I think Fuel Cell was a very strong long opportunity in the morning today, so I decided just to get out of my short position near VWAP. It was a profitable trade for me. I could hold longer, but anyways, profit is profit. Back to you, Prad.
Good trade, Valeriia. Yeah, no top catching for her today, but still able to catch the short. So good job to her on that. I see 17% short on FCell. So yeah, so I did see that number too. So thank you for Tyrone for confirming that. So FCell being the new short squeeze play, question mark, and maybe the money from AMC and GME wants to go test FCell waters a little bit. The fact that AMC closing above 50 multiple days now in a row. AMC continue to trade upwards here. Beautiful health or holding of VWAP here, and making a little rebound 260 and then bouncing back towards up here. And as we speak, it's just trending upwards. This is beautiful, but of course, volume being low. We are at 11:16, 40 minutes away from lunchtime, so volume naturally going to be slowly tapering off here as we go into 12 o'clock. BBIG has no support, might go below 7, below 8. Ooh. So I honestly believe that, or not believe, I see big support at, let's see. So I see big support at, let's look over here. So the bottom is about 685/7. The real stops are probably there, but there was a lot of buying that took place at 8 because look at these volume candles that took place. Of course, you're looking at the intraday right now, so you can't really see where the shares took place or whatever. So I'm looking right now about, maybe that number could not be right a little bit, so let me zoom in. And that should be right. So I'm looking at about 78 million shares bought at $8 compared to 69 million shares sold at $8. So that's where the most volume has taken place from today all the way back up till September 31st. So all the way from September 31st till today, most of the volume took place at the $8 price, and the difference between buying to selling was about 10 million shares. So if that same pattern doesn't come back here at $8 price, and buyers don't come and hold it, we could easily go down to the $7 price where the big buyers have their stop losses set up. So the paper hands probably already had their stops at 9. That got triggered. That brought the move down here today. The paper hands brought it down all the way down to 8.30. Let's see if the middle hands have the capacity to hold hold the break of 8 or buyers come in at 8. But if they don't show up at 8, I see some stops getting triggered, and I see 7 being tested. And if 7 breaks, that's where the big buyers who got in on the run up for the squeeze play are probably have their stops there. And if that goes off, then I think it's bust. So 8 is my bust for what I said according to my levels, but the real bust, the real bust would be 7. Let's see if 8 is being tested. SRED, it's not even open yet, so we'll wait for it to open. I think it won't open before 12. You know, IPOs are so efficient in how they do it, and I put it in quotes on purpose because they never open on a proper time. I think Coinbase opened at 1 o'clock, and we were all just sitting here waiting the whole day for Coinbase to open. It was the most annoying thing to just sit there and wait half a day for Coinbase. But when it did open, though, it was so good to trade. I think it was worth the wait. So let's go check out RKT here. Not much going on. 1 million shares for today. RKT getting rejected off 1720, failing to hold 17, and now trading under it. Let's see. We're only a couple cents away from 17, so let's see if it wants to break through that. My guess, probably not. Low volume. No momentum for the day. Stock is all kind of in previous days range, up about 0.2%. So let's see what it wants to do here at 17. I'm guessing it's a resistance level here.
Meanwhile, guys, my position update on Tesla. I'm out of 50% of my long position. Now Tesla going back to the downside. I keep holding the other half of my position. Let's see what Nasdaq doing. Nasdaq is up 0.04%. Hopefully it will go to the upside and boost Tesla for me. Do you guys trade Tesla today? Write in the comments.
Yes, sir. Put that in the comments. We want to see if you guys are touching Tesla and if you guys are annihilating that stock. Because Miss V is obviously doing it.
Doing what?
Annihilating the stock.
Annihilating?
It means it means killing it, but like killing it meaning like you're doing a good job.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
Annihilating
the stock.
By the way, can we take a look at BTCS?
BTCS. Let's do it.
Yes, a few people ask us about it.
BTCS on Nasdaq. I'm hoping it is. So 2.5 million shares traded on BTCS, getting rejected off 11, and now failing to hold 9, which was about the resistance it created off of open over here, making that breakout off of pre-market range, creating a resistance at 920 and a support at around 860, and that's what it's trading at right now. It tried to hold 920 and it failed, and then turned 920 into a resistance, and now it's turning 9 into a resistance and trading under that. So it looks like BTCS is kind of a bust here. I think 2 of my charts just failed, so we'll just use this chart while they load back up. BTCS, like I said, just trading under 9, low volume, not much going on here for the intraday time scale at least. Let's see, mRNA is for sure being talked about. We are above 430 on this stock. Absolutely wild. Got rejected off about 441, 2 cents off of 441. So not bad at all. Finding support at every time it goes to VWAP. So that's good. Let's see. Off the open. No, that's pre-market. This is open. So we actually just started rocket shipping off the open after finding support at around 418 in pre-market. So look at that 1 minute candle. I think if you took the pre-market break of 425 was probably a really good setup in my opinion. You had a run up all the way up to 432, and then it came back down to test 425 eventually, which was around VWAP, and then it immediately went back through, and then you had another breakout trade at 432. You had another breakout trade of 438. So mRNA just giving you clean breakout trades today. Beautiful setup, and with decent volume too. So maybe we could have taken those breakouts. I'm not sure how clean they were because obviously I wasn't watching the tape, but on the chart in hindsight it looks pretty clean. I have 1 full share of Tesla. Wow. Hey man, that's better than me. I have 0. Head and shoulders broken on what fast business trade? NNVC, PROG, AZRX moving higher. The best stocks picked for this week has some good news. All right, let's look at NNVC. NNVC on Amex up about. I know this is one of the high volume stocks today. So NNVC, actually no, it started off as a high volume stock in pre-market, being the second most pre-market volume after Life, but it immediately tapered off, giving, let's see, what's top now. FSL being the top at 100 million shares, or 140 million shares to be exact. CEI doing a 90 million shares. Life doing about 81 million shares, and ATER at 43 million shares. So these are our top four. Of course, you have your SQQQ, but I'm not really counting that as a stock right now. So we have those levels, or not level stocks, that are doing the most volume, with FSL being the only one above 100 mil. So NNVC not really having much volume today as people would like it to have for this trend to continue. So I'm expecting NNVC to come back down here eventually to 4 maybe, and try test that level again, through which it broke out off of before it makes a run back up top, because of the pure lack of just volume today. So NNVC might not have the move that people are expecting it to have for the rest of the week. Same thing going on here, I believe. So look at the rejection off of that's NNVC. Look at the rejection off 120, and then just straight downward movement. We easily could go back into the yesterday's range to test that price, or even try to find support at 1. Nothing stopping it from going lower here for PROG at 36 million shares today. But let's see if this is a volume spike on the intraday. So the last volume spike is here. On June 11th of 2020, and the stock made a high of $4, and today we're getting a volume spike of not even of a proportionate number compared to this volume spike over here. But as you guys can see on this volume spike, that $4 level was a resistance. So I would want to see 2 being tested, then 4 being tested, before we talk about potential big moves for the upside. But clearly the stock wants to go test 1 on the bottom side first. So let's go see if it wants to do that, right?
Hey Prad, Meta Materials is another name that is moving today.
MMAT?
Yeah, so could we take a look at MMAT for those who traded today?
Sure. Just quickly looking at AMC here, coming back at VWAP, sad times. Let's try to find support here and then immediately bounce back. Hopefully that was a fake VWAP break. MMAT, Amex, NASDAQ. MMAT on NASDAQ, 13 million shares, getting rejected at about 575. Trying to find support at VWAP, which is 560. I'm going to guess it's going to go down to 550, 545 area, and then test that before it goes back to test 560. So let's see if MMAT can find support here at 555 instead of 545. If it can, then we can easily make another leg up back to test 565 and above. If not, then maybe sideways range trade for the rest of the day, or I'll go hold 545 for the rest of the day. FSL may have found support, starting to clear out my position. So let's go pull up FSL. FSL, yeah, for sure. I'd say it's trying to find support at 680. I would even go as far to say you're good as long as the stock doesn't trade below 650, based on how it traded over there when I was watching it. My eyes were completely glued to the time of sales and the level 2, and there was a lot of shares being taken place at 650. I'll confirm with my volume profile indicator on TradingView here to see if what I saw was right. But I think all the way to 650, it's in good position. So let's see here for today. Most of the volume actually took place at around 692, and that's mostly being more sells than buys, but not significant amount, right? I see more buys above this level than selling, but right now where we are at 692, looks like there was more selling than buying at this level. So let's see if that plays into a factor for the stock to stop it from breaking above 7 again. Maybe we'll see how it goes. If sell is over with, I'd move on. Yeah, I'm kind of seeing something similar to that on this over here. The buying is higher above this price, but it's not significant enough compared to the selling that's being taken place here. So we'll see what happens.
Hey, Prad, do you know what time is it?
11:30.
It's like o'clock, guys. Please make sure you like this video.
That was a good one.
We really appreciate your support, and it means a lot to us to know that you like what we do. We extended hours for you. You now can be on the chat almost for the whole trading day. So if you appreciate that and you want to support us, just give us a like. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated with all what's happening in the Trader TV Live world. Back to you, Prad.
Yeah, ATER here going lower. I'm gonna pull up Crocs because Brandon just gave me a shout out saying the volume spike on a CROX. So wow, look at that, man! What is going on? The 141 it just broke past that, and now finding support at 144, and then the volume spike just kicking it higher and higher. I'm gonna try to see if there's any news on this. While we go back here to the dailies, and let's see if we can see anything on the dailies. Wow, this chart looks beautiful. Woo! All the way from 25 to 150. Looks like there was no hiccup for it to go from 11 to 150. That is crazy. So there you guys have it. We have a level at 150 on CROX. Is this Crocs like the shoe wear?
Hey, Pra, we have
it is Crocs.
We have a new member alert.
Okay.
Welcome, MI Solo, to the green side, and welcome to the family. We appreciate your support a lot. Please stay with us, and I hope you're having a green day so far.
So there you go. Crocs, the Justin Bieber probably moved it from 11 to 150, and I don't doubt it. But here we are today with the Investor Day underway, news being handed out. So what's stopping the stock to go all the way to 150 today and maybe get rejected there? I'm not going to touch the short before 150. And of course, the volume's only 1 million. It is. Hopefully it keeps picking up. That way it gives me opportunities to take, the 150 breakout if it's there. But I'm going to expect a rejection of 150 before it breaks, giving us a couple of good opportunities to scalp it short before giving us the breakout if it wants to do that. So CROX here. Crocs are surprisingly popular. Yeah, I actually have a lot of Crocs at home, and I don't know who's wearing them because it's not me.
Crocs are no for me. I love Justin Bieber so much, and as much I love Justin Bieber, it's the opposite, my feelings for the Crocs shoes. So guys, write in the comments if you wear Crocs shoes, but in Canada, they're super popular. Do you wear Crocs, Prad?
No, my mom does. Like I said, there's a lot of Crocs at home, but I can't do Crocs.
We're kind of Nike.
Yeah, I like
team.
Nike, Jordans, or proper shoes. Crocs, I can't wear Crocs outside. But I could wear Adidas flops outside. Nah, those I rock. AI, my chart. No, my chart. Okay, C3 AI. I see someone saying that AI is going lower here, and they were worried about their position. So let me quickly give you an outlook that I see, or to the best of my ability at least. So 48 needs to be held up on AI here. This is the daily chart. So if 48 breaks, I'd be worried. Maybe if you can hold it all the way to 44. If your risk tolerance allows you to, then that is the bottom over there. But if 48 breaks, that's probably the scary part. Prad, you only wear Crocs in the shower when you're singing. Crocs in the shower, that's a recipe for disaster. You're asking your head to crack open in the shower for sure. We've been over this. Marlon, where are we going? ZSKR stock tots. ZS on New York, please. Nope. Nasdaq. Yes. Okay. ZS on Nasdaq. let's see, not even 1 million shares being traded today, but heading up towards 275. Holding VWAP on the way up towards 275. Let's see if it can break it. Looks like every time it wants to go for a breakout, the volume is stepping in. So maybe there's a big buyer and a bigger play going on here, that and that's why the retail volume is missing. And every time the bigger buyer comes in, it just makes a clean breakout. So maybe 275 will break and go higher. Not sure what the play is going on here on this, but here we are, topping out at 275 at the time being, and trading between 274 and 275. CYRN up 100%. Wow. All right, this is a penny stock, up 51%, trading 23 million shares and just breaking out of the pre-market range, I guess, giving you a little other breakout areas. There's a 80-cent level here that I see on the dailies that it broke out off of. So it gave you a good 10-cent break off of the 80-cent mark. I see a top at maybe, what's that, 90 cents. So yeah, there you go. It topped out at the same spot and made a retracement back. So this is the 15-minute. So as you guys can see at 92, it went exactly to 92, and then it's making a retracement back down here. Let's see where it wants to find support. Thanks, Prad. Why is FR falling? Or KR, sorry. Ooh, my English. KR. Not sure as to why it's falling, but I could give you levels as to what I would be watching. So this is on the dailies here. Big fall off that 45 level. 45, try to hold 45 as a support after failing at that 48. After failing 45, coming down violently because there was no real trading over here that took place for it to give it a place for buyers to continue to hold. So no buyers stepped in, all the way down to 42. I could easily see 42 failing if buyers are not stepping in, and then we go test the real range of trading over here. I'll just confirm that real quick of where most of the volume was transacted on the last 5 days at least. So most of the volume in the last 5 days was at 42. Let's look on the last 3 months. In the last 3 months was about 40. So 39, 34 is what I see in the last 3 months. Last 1 month was 45. So there you go. About 40, 39, 30, 39, 50 is where most of the volume took place in the last 3 months. So if we don't see buyers stepping in above 40 or near 42, then all the volume that took place, which was probably here, these are your FOMO top buyers, these are your short sellers. So the FOMO top buyers are probably going to close for a loss, and the short sellers are probably loading up or holding their position for a bigger down move. So here we are. Crocs to one. What?
You need to buy them now.
Crocs NQ, there we go. Goodness, I kept messing that up. So there you go, man. What did I say? It's gonna give you a breakout with volume, and it did that. 150 broke out. Actually, I said maybe it's gonna give you a couple scalps from 150 short. Didn't even give you that chance. We're just off through 150 here, all-time highs, making that break through 154. I want to make sure if that's all-time highs actually, because I did use a different platform which doesn't give me the number. So yes, we're in all-time high territories right now as we speak. 152, 53. Here we go, man. Crocs. Maybe I'm just going to have to start buying Crocs and wearing them to work just off of this move so I could feel cool. Look at this 10% move coming out of nowhere during a time that volume should be dead. Crocs is going absolutely bonkers. Valeriia?
Sure, Prad. Well, first of all, this is my lost trade today on SPRT. SPRT is free fall stock today. Can we say like this? Free fall stock, SPRT?
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, I went long here. Thank God. I decided to get out of long position here, and I didn't decide to hold it longer. Anyways, Tesla is a great stock for me today. We have Randy in here.
You want to give
Do you want to say hi?
Yeah, a little cameo.
Just
Say hi
don't ring
to
the bell, please.
Randy, guys.
Yes, and Tesla. Oh, great, guys. I'm out of my second half position. Here's my long trade. And here's I'm out of it. And here I'm out. Great. Profitable day. Profitable day.
Yes, ma'am. Look at her kill. The same way you guys are killing Crocs here. Crocs is absolutely going crazy. Look at this stock. I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. Okay.
What's up, Prad?
No, I was just reading a message here, so I got confused by a couple messages
All
that were
good
going
now?
on. Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Okay, we're good now. So, where are we, guys? I think you.
Alert! New member, Joel Mark. Thank you very much. Welcome to the green side. We appreciate your support. Looks like I'm saying all the same stuff, reading the script, but no, we're just super excited, super happy that you're joining the family. Have a wonderful day, and back to you, Prad.
All right, back to Crocs. You know, Crocs is just doing it, man. Look at it. Just do it, guys. Crocs is just doing it. All the way to 155 or 154.79 from that 150 break. Why did I not take that break? This is so upsetting to watch this happen, especially after calling it out too. Whoever called out that Crocs is just going crazy. I guess Brandon called out Crocs was going crazy. So thank you for that amazing shout out with that big volume spike going on. And now, you know, let's see where we can go. We're in all-time high territory, so there is no real levels to be watched. All we can do is where the volume is being transacted, where the buyers are coming in, where the sellers are coming in, and play off that. There is a couple setups that I could give you guys for the downside, which is obvious. You know, if the stock goes back down through the high here, which is 154, it's probably a short to maybe a couple dollars downwards for the play, and your risk management is pretty obvious. If it breaks 155 to the top side, you get out. So let's see if it wants to bust back through 155 here, or is 155 the top on this stock as we're speaking. The VWAP being at 146, I could easily be the top here. So there we go. We're through 154 as I was speaking, but we're holding it a little bit. I try to scale into a position. I try to smash into that position, but didn't get any shares. Let's see what it wants to do here. I'm going to throw out some orders, see if I get passively picked up here. I do think that 155 could have failed. So there we are. We're going down here. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't have enough size. This is going to be very sad to watch it go all the way down back to 150. Let's see if it finds support at 150 or not for Crocs here. I am pretty upset that I didn't, cross with the bigger size here, but that doesn't, that won't stop me from taking more positions here as we keep going lower on Crocs. Let's circle back on Crocs in a bit. Let's go pull up something else. Look at DKNG.
Great job, short on those Crocs.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I'm learning from you. Top picking.
Yeah.
Here we are on DKNG. Currently 4 million shares traded, finding a bottom at 59.20 and running back up top here towards VWAP. Let's see if it's able to trade closer to VWAP, which is around 60. Looks like Crocs making a little bit of a retracement here. Quickly going back to see what it wants to do. I'm going to throw out my stop just to be safe. Actually, I'm going to hold the position all the way through 150 because I believe in it, and my stop has already been sent out, so that's good. You know, Neal is shorting that run. Oh, I know. And speaking of, Neal, you want to talk about Crocs? Let's do it.
So for the record, Shawn,
sorry.
Sorry. That 154, like 155 top, and then breaking back down through 154. It kind of happened once. So it had done it one time. At least a couple times, and then broke back to that 155. And the second time through, I shorted 97s. Unlike you, Prad, I'm not holding for 150s. It's a little bit strong of a stock, and this is just it's a random level. If it was a historical level, I just took profit in front of 152. If it was a historical level, like something on the daily or something like that, I probably would have dug into it and then willing to hold a little bit deeper on the retracement. But I'll take a shot here when you get at 155, and it shows the selling. And as we say that, Prad, I'm a little surprised that you didn't take a look at a firm which approached that 115 again. So remember firm yesterday, 115, 114.74 is the high. That one breaking back down toward 112 where the players dwell. So it was a great call at 115 yesterday. I know you were talking about that then. It's good now as well.
Yeah, for sure. I did talk about it today too. One of our viewers called it out, and I was giving them, I was watching your video actually posted, I believe, yesterday, the trade of the day on a firm, which made me realize of, pull the scale back a bit. That 105 level or 103, 102 where it bounced off of yesterday, I had in my mind 106, and that's where I was trying to go long yesterday when the downfall happened, and obviously got beat up on that down move. And watching your video, the educational content, and guys, if you're not subscribed to us, you're probably missing out. Neal, Shawn, Brendan post daily educational content for you guys. For me, I learn a lot, so obviously you guys would too. Back to what my point was, that 105 level, same price where it bounced off of today. That 115 level, as Neal was talking just now, rejecting off of that, giving you beautiful areas to play this stock in. Obviously, not taking advantage of it. My fault. Crocs over here giving me more money as we're going towards 150. I would like that 150 to hold, giving me an opportunity to completely get out of my position and allowing me to buy more shares towards the run back towards 155 that I missed on the initial break. It could easily fail 150, but let's see if buyers step in to hold 150, or they don't want to touch it anywhere before the VWAP test at what is this, 146.90, so 147. So I'm just gonna throw out exit here because that's the bottom right there. You guys saw the buyers come in. Is my order going out? Come on. So just gonna cross over and get out. There we go. Just cross over, get out, and their buyers are coming in. Let's see if the stock is now going to run back up here. Quickly, Valeriia, I'm gonna need you to take over.
Sure, Prad. I'm trying to load NIO charts for me. It's on New York because looks like I like to trade EV makers. Well, it might be a good opportunity for a long trade on NIO for me. Let me take a wider look at it. Let's see what S&P 500 doing. S&P is down 0.15%. Nasdaq is back to positive territory, up 0.26%. Well, noting that S&P is down, I'm not gonna touch NIO, and actually I never traded it before, so first I'll do my research and probably we'll start getting into this. Actually, congratulations on your Crocs trade, Prad. Great short.
Thank you. Yeah, so let's go back to the Crocs trade here. Like I said, I was watching the time of sales. I was glued onto it. As soon as we got, close to 150, buyers just showed their hand. They just started piling in. The time of sales velocity picked up. The green prints and the yellow prints. And in my time of sales, the yellow prints is people buying above the offer. So they're crossing. They're being aggressive about that fill that they want, and they're hitting above the offer. And the blueprints are below the bids, so they're being aggressive on the opposite direction. So I see a lot of green come in. I saw a lot of yellow come in with decent size compared to the downside momentum that it was having. So that was my indication to kick myself out of my last position instead of holding to that 150 level that I wanted to, hold it to. And honestly, thank you to Neal. If he didn't tell me that, maybe 150 is too far, don't be stupid, take the profits, I probably wouldn't have. So thank you to Neal for that. No one ever went broke taking profits. Famous words by Neal. So take that profits, boys. VIH. Let's see, VIH 1.62 mils, kind of a low volume right now compared to off the open. That big volume candle off open was around 950, and ever since then, the volume has been tapering off. But the fact that after that big volume candle, it went lower, traded about VWAP, and then made that breakout later on in the day, Not sure as to what exactly is going on here, but for the time being, the stock is up 4.5%, rejecting off of what is this, 1088. So let's just say 1080, making its way back through here to 1050. Let's see if it finds support here. It looks like it wants to, but could easily fail that because of the lack of volume. Go back down to 10 or even find support at VWAP for VIH. Neal, the shorting goat. Is that what we're calling him now? Prad knows all about online blackjack for sure. Oh,
Talking
man.
about blackjack, maybe if you know everything, you can answer me this question. Jesse O says, Miss V gives me same vibes as the dealers on blackjack.
I think Jesse O
tables.
is Adam. I think that's Adam's burner account.
Is it a good thing or bad?
I think that's Adam's burner account. But Miss O gives me vibes as a dealer. I think it's a good thing because you know, depends on what cards you're dealing to the players, I guess. As long as you're dealing blackjacks to the players, it's a good thing. Just don't deal blackjacks to yourself and bust out the players.
Didn't get it, but I'll just take it as a compliment.
She's not a gambler, guys. She's not a degenerate like us. It's all good.
I'm a day trader.
Yeah, be innocent. Don't be a degenerate. Prad, do you think it's time to take profits on TXN near year highs? Let's go look at TXN. So let's see. TXN all-time high, maybe 198. Let me make sure of that here. So 197.58 is all-time highs. I mean, so one thing that, you know, I learned from Neal again and Shawn and everybody here is what is your reasoning to get out of a trade? Let it be for a loser. Let it be for a profit. What is your reasoning to get out? Do you see a reason to get out? And I'm going to quickly go back here to the stock we were just trading that I can't remember, CROX. So what is your reason to get out of the trade? So my reason to get out of the trade over here at the bottom, the first one was just taking profits where profits were being given. The second out for me over here was I saw the tape speed up and the buyers coming in trying to run the stock back to 155 and test that price. So I wanted to realize my profits, but so that was my reason. So if you have a valid reason to take profits, maybe leave some on the table for a bigger move, nothing stopping you. You know, reiterating what I just said a couple seconds ago, nobody went broke taking profit. If you can book some profit and leave some skin in the table, play with the house money if you can, for say, nothing wrong with it, right? So we are at all-time highs here. If you have a decent price, go for it, man. Can you look at INMD?
Yeah, Israeli stock trading on Nasdaq.
Let's look at INMD. Called out already. Not sure what we're calling out. Look at INMD here. Very low volume. Let's look at on the dailies here. So 142 coming through under 142 and trying to find support at 130. You know, failing that 130, but then immediately coming back up here to 130. So let's see if we can hold that for INMD, but for the time being, we are up well, exactly 7%. I'm not gonna go with the 0.13. You know, trading above 130 after that big down move it had yesterday, so that's good for the stock. So as long as it continues to hold this area by 130 to 132, it could easily go back up higher. Let's see if it has that. Maybe this was just profit taking at all-time highs on INMD that made that downfall happen. Valeriia, let's go to the food word segment.
Absolutely. What's for lunch today?
So lunch for us today is, oh wait, I know this. We did this already.
Wait, what's that?
Jerk kuritswa. Kuritswa
Jerk chicken?
Yeah.
Well, I would say жареная курица.
Жареная курица.
Correct.
Hey,
That's
we're
so
learning,
great.
boys. So we didn't even have to ask her what chicken was. We just had to learn what жареная was. So жареная курица
Great
is
job. I'm proud of you.
thank you. Is what we're having for lunch today, and it's a jerk chicken.
Guys, do you like jerk chicken? Write in the comments. Sounds tasty.
Jerk chicken, yeah, for sure. I love jerk chicken, man. Especially if it's nice and spicy and comes with some good coleslaw. Ooh, there's a spot in Brampton that I absolutely love going to for some jerk chicken. So hopefully the one we have here can compete with that. Love jerk chicken.
Smells
Look,
nice.
look at these guys now. They're making me hungry, man. These guys in chat.
Smell make me hungry even more.
Oh, yeah, I smell it too. Popeyes smacks. We're back to Popeyes here. All right, let's go to stocks. Let's go see if Crocs is coming back down here or it's finding support. It is trying to find support here at around 151. Let's see if that holds up. And if it does, we could easily make that run back up to 155 here for Investor Day. Good news going on Crocs. There is about an hour left for, for Apple's conference. Apple event, conference event, yes. So we'll be waiting for that too.
While we're on Жареная курица, jerk chicken, we've got a super chat from Dominic from Mullera. Thank you very much. Daily we receive super chats from Dominic. We appreciate it a lot. And he says that, I guess, jerk chicken is great, but only if not too wet and done right. Well, makes sense. We'll take it.
Yeah, I would 100% agree. I've had a lot of bad jerk chicken and very little good jerk chicken. So I 100% agree with that. Thank you for that super chat, Dominic. AMC under 50. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. So it's fine. You know, the bottom of the day is 49.66. So let's just say 49.50. As long as we're above 49.50 and not under that, I think AMC could have another leg up to close above 50 for the day. But you know, that is the real contention. Is we would like it to close above 50, but let's see how that plays out for the rest of the day on AMC. Holding 850 shares of AMC to the moon, baby. NCTY thoughts, please. Let's go look at that. NCTY not doing much at all. About 300,000 shares for the day. Pretty much in old ranges. Support at 10. Maybe wants to go test that before it wants to, test 15. So the momentum is clearly downwards ever since September 3rd. So maybe it continues that way. There is some at 11 here, and there is some at 9 that you could look for a resistance level. CEI, same story every day for CEI, boys. Needs to break 150, needs to break 160. Okay, so here we are. It's at 160 high today. So we actually went all the way back up there, up 10% for the day. Very, very good, but that size we noticed was at 166. So let me go to CEI here, pull up the volume. That's not looking right. So we'll give it a second to load up. So go back here. Look at the buying coming in. Wow. And look at the size on 152. Big size on 152. And the buying on 153. That was intense. So looks like 150 is going to be held up. That was this level that was being rejected off of, I believe, yesterday. So it looks like 150 wants to hold up. Maybe we go higher from here. Go test that 166. Let me check if that's the number I'm looking for. It is 166 exactly. So technically speaking, a lot more buying has taken place above these levels. At 155 being the only difference. At 155, 31 million shares were sold compared to 20 million shares being bought. And I think this says 44 million to 38 million at what is this, at around 152. But as you guys can see, the stock is above it. That size was on 152 and it's following up to 153. That means the buyers are chasing the price up along with it. So this is all good news for CEI. Did not expect this to happen based off of yesterday's move. I thought it was going to be the same news, being in 130, 140 range or whatever. But here we are. Above 150. Let's see if 166 can be broken. The 166 top was established on the 10th of September. I'm going to quickly zoom out here. So yeah, that was on the 10th of September, and we need to go test that level again, and we're holding 150. So CEI, good spot. Almost 100 million shares for the day, right before 12, so not bad. Any stock doing 100 million shares before 12 o'clock is usually on my radar, so that's good. CEI and FSL are the only two that meet that criteria, with Life not too far behind at 90 million shares. BBIG. My BBIG outlook can be seen on Twitter. What's wrong?
Sorry, I was just like, guys, it's Met Gala now, right?
Okay.
And like those superstars in fantastic dresses and attires. If you watch Met Gala, write in the comments who you think was looking the most beautiful or stylish in your opinion. By the way, Megan Fox this time was wearing some clothes and looked super cool. But I found this meme. And it's like Robert Pattinson at Met Gala. It's super cool. He looks like typical Russian guy, I swear to you. Okay,
if those of you play Tarkov, he looks like a scav, doesn't he? He looks like a Russian scav, dude. He looks like a typical Russian scav with a scav jacket on. Or sorry, he looks like Killa from Interchange for those of you play Tarkov. But here we are, Crocs coming back a bit under 150, 151. I think it went up to 150.50 and then immediately went back to 151. Let's see if buyers continue to try to hold 150 or 150, 151 or 150. Either of those dollar levels are okay with me as long as we don't break under 150, because that was a key significant level that we just broke out of, and I would love to see that being held as a support for the coming days of this week. AOC probably didn't pay that entry and was invited. AOC is the politician. She was at Met Gala. Megan Fox barely was wearing clothes. I know that picture. We talked about it. A Russian in an Adidas jumpsuit in the mob. Yes, that's exactly what Robert Pattinson looked like. Can't see leaving, you are blurry. Can't see leaving, you are blurry. What?
Guys, we are not blurry. It's not on our side. Please just refresh, double check your internet connection, and you should be fine. And also in settings, you can choose the quality of the video. By the way, someone says that Frank Ocean had the coolest outfit yesterday. Have you seen it, Prad? Like Frank Ocean
was out of his house for once?
Well, he actually came with robot kit.
I'm sorry, Frank, if you're watching, but yeah, go ahead.
It's actual robot, guys. He was moving. It's like kind of creepy a little bit.
Oh, it's an animatrix?
Yeah, it's a little bit creepy, but at the same time, it's super cool that his hair matching with the robot kit.
Frank, my dude, when's the album coming?
Yeah,
Frank, where's my album at, bro? I've been waiting. Stop writing music for Beyonce and start dropping your own albums.
Frank, if you're watching us, please.
All right. Look at BBIG. We broke 8. Man, I said we need support at 8. Everyone who's been hate tweeting me on this stock the past couple days, I'm sorry for your positions. You know, I was just laying out the obvious facts of what's going on a day-to-day scale, where the buyers were, where the sellers were, and obviously even today the sellers were prominent below 9 and shoving the stock all the way below 8. The stops got triggered. We went all the way down to 775. Finding some buyers kick it back up here. So look at you know the move back towards 8. Let's see if 850 can hold on the bids, or is 850 a resistance from where we go back down towards 8, and maybe we find more buyers holding 8. If that does not happen, $7, here we come. I'm not saying that in a happy way or anything, because, you know, of course, I'm not invested in it. I'm a day trader. I make money shorting stocks and going long stocks, and we're out by 4 o'clock. So, you know, I'm not on the opposite side of you and, you know, getting happy about it or anything. I'm just giving you guys levels on Twitter, and you guys can perceive that as you guys want to. But as we speak right now, look at the buying taking place all the way through VWAP. Looks like it wants to break through here, but 860 wants to be held up on the offer with a decent amount of size. let's see if we can break through that and trade above 860 and hold 850 on the bids. If it does so, I believe BBIG has still some room to the upside for the coming week. It needs to hold 8 at the very least. 8 or bust is what my tweet said, and I'm sticking to it. 8 or bust.
Hey Prad, Sterling Silver is saying it was the fastest VWAP on Affirm. Actually, yeah, it like touched and back to the upside. So could you take a look at Affirm for us? Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Over there.
Yeah, as soon as you said something, I'll pull it up. I'm quick.
You're sweet.
I'm fast with it.
Good to know.
I'm fast, boy. All right, 110 bounce. Look at this. Ignore all this move up here. Ignore this whole upwards move and focus on this sideways trade all the way from 110 to 105, right? Look at that 110 level. So obviously it's going to try to find support there. And also VWAP being pretty close to that, very obvious is going to find support there and gives you a good risk to reward trade. So by that, you get long, you risk the break of 110, maybe all the way down to 109.50, and if it breaks 109.50, you're wrong on the long scalp, and if you did get that long, you get a full $1 out of that scalp, so you risk 50 cents to maybe make $1, so that was a 2:1 trade. Not my 5:1 that I like to talk about, but around 12 o'clock, if you can find a 2:1 and you find 5 of them and 3 of them are winners, that's a profitable strategy right there, and that's how I like to look at trades over here. I hear those innuendos. Yeah, I just have to bleep out the bad words clearly. I'm fast as, oh boy. Yeah. Just love dips. Who doesn't, man? It gives you great opportunities to buy the stocks at a undervalued price. So buy the dip, as Warren Buffett says. I'm sure he has a bleeped word in there in between, but buy the dip, boys. AFRM. I'm pretty sure I was on AFRM. What else am I gonna pull up here? PROG. I already pulled up PROG today. Not much going on here, like I said. It needs to go test the $4 level before anything matters, in my opinion, and we're very far away from that price. It is up 13% today, but for the time being, trading like a rebate stock, just going sideways for the most part in a penny range. So look at that, from 10:15 till 11:15, almost an hour, we're just trading within a penny. So I don't know how much excitement it is for you guys. For me, it's for sure tons of excitement when stocks do this, because with direct access, we can take so much advantage of stocks, something that moves like this with tons of volume and in a penny range. But for you retail order traders with Robinhood and Webull, there's not much going on for you guys over here. Let's go to MRNA. MRNA, wow, all the way to 444 and getting rejected from there. 30 cents ish or 22 cents ish, 23 cents off the top, getting rejected from 444. And coming back down here, let's see if we can find support back at 440 or even 441 in this range. Would not be surprised if it does and makes a leg back up here. But we are up 5%. Volume is tapering off. It is 12 o'clock. Obvious.
By the way, Prad, it was sell-off day for DraftKings yesterday, and now stock is down 0.79%. Now it's right at VWAP, and lovely Rita D is asking you to take a look at DKNG for us.
Sure, let's go to DKNG here. Donkey Kong, as Shawn likes to put it. My chart's stuck on JSC. That means my chart's dead. Cool. And that happens to be the main chart. So we're going to have to quickly wait while that loads up.
Do you want to review on my chart?
It's going to load up. In the meantime, I'm just going to go off the level 2 here. There we go. Beautiful. Chart's back up. 4.5 million shares traded approximately, about at $60, which is at VWAP. We did look at the stock earlier today. So it did reject off the highs over here, right off the open, made its way down through VWAP, failing to hold VWAP, finding a bottom at 59-ish, and then making a run back to 60. Based on this trading range that we see right now, I'm going to expect sideways movement for the rest of the day. Clearly it does not want to trade above here. It does not want to trade below here. So for the rest of the day, with the low volume and not much going on in the overall market, I could easily see the stock just basing out and trading sideways, or doing nothing until a bigger buyer or seller decides to move the stock one way or the other. JCS, I think, is being called out by Brandon in our chat over here. So let me quickly pull up JCS on NASDAQ. So JCS has a nice volume pop going on here through the day's range. So the whole day it's been kind of in a nice little 50-cent range that it's just broke out off of, which is the 850. This is all pre-market, so you could even say pre-market high at 860, or the all-day range at 850. Clean breakouts from there, giving you about 50-cent run up to $90, and then giving you another 50-cent break off that 90 till, wait, that could be, yeah, that's a pre-market 948. So not a 50-cent break, so about 20-cent break off that 9. So not too clean, but not too bad either for a $9 stock. JCS indeed popping, making a run up here towards the day's high, looks like at 948. That was established in pre-market. Currently up 32% and trading at about 8 million shares approximately.
Sabine Thomas is screaming, Tesla sell. Well, Tesla indeed is dipping a little bit. I don't think I touched Tesla today anymore. Only even it hit $745 for me, which is my support level. Otherwise, I don't think anything really critical happening to Tesla. Do you want to take a look at Tesla for us, Prad?
Already up, my lady.
Thank you. You're the best.
Tesla, as she said, 745 for the daily. Obvious bottom over here. Pre-market high 745, breaking off of that pre-market high 745 in open, running all the way to 755. No, 730. Yeah, 755. So it's a 50 cents off of 755. So let's just say 754.50. Right, running all the way to 754.50 from that 745 break pre-market high, coming back through VWAP and finding buyers on that pre-market high range is just telling me obvious support, and she's not wrong by being hands off until the stock goes back to test there. So beautiful trade idea there, and I might just have to steal that with you. 745 support at the time being, and the resistance being at 749, also at VWAP on Tesla. So I could see that short playing out, and I could see her long playing out. That's the beauty of this market. Anyone can make money. It just depends on how solvent can you be while the market's being irrational.
Thank you, Prad.
CMG is finally going back up.
Edward L sent a super chat, sending a heart, memes and movers. We love you, Edward. Thank you very much for your support. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far, guys. We love you all. And we appreciate any support. If you like, if you subscribe, your kind words, if you share what you're doing today, just keeping it up with us. We love you all. And please stay with us. Back to you, Prad.
Just checking if the IPO has opened yet, and has not. SRAD has not opened, and we're at about 12:11 right now, so I don't know if it's gonna open when I'm on lunch, and if it does, I'm gonna be upset because I won't be able to talk to you. But that means you guys get to see the beautiful face of Shawn, Neal, and Brandon cover SRAD open at 12:30 to 1 today when we go for lunch.
We'll be back.
Right.
And it will be Apple event, and we are super excited to watch it with you and see will Apple react. If it not,
I can already expect a lot of high-pitched noises coming from this side of the room once iPhone Pink is being established. So
well,
maybe
it's still intrigue, right? No one knows, but I will be super excited. Like my day will be so good.
Yeah. Can't wait for that news for you, Valeriia.
Thank you.
So guys, if you are expecting a pink Apple iPhone 2 and you can't wait, let's see you hit the like button, and hopefully they reveal it based on the amount of likes we have going on our stream. You know, maybe Tim Cook is watching it and he won't reveal it until we hit 1K likes on our stream. So thank you, Tim Cook, for watching our backs out there at the Apple event.
It would be so cool. Imagine Tim Cook like, all right, not 1K, not 1K.
Yeah, exactly,
yeah,
guys. He said he's not coming out at 1 o'clock until we hit 1K likes. So
that's what he said, and he also said that if we hit it, Tim Cook will send me pink iPhone. So yeah, and we'll be ambassadors of Apple. So guys, please support the
drinking
community.
game with Prad saying beautiful would have us all drunk. Do I really say beautiful that much? I guess I start my day off by saying that word, but I don't know. I repeat a lot. Okay, I just have a repetitive nature because it's just a lot going on in the head of mine, and I just keep saying the same thing.
Everyone's supposed to have their world. Yours is beautiful. Neal's is gift horse. Brandon's.
I think Neal's is parabolic, also, right?
It is what it is.
right.
And Shawn's is bang.
Bang.
Shawn does it.
I love it. You're all right. Everyone has their own thing.
What was Brandon? I'll think of it.
Brandon's thing is just being pitch perfect every day while being on the show. It's like near
nothing terribly exciting. Maybe could be Brandon's.
Yeah, but he gets to be the best looking person every day, so he doesn't need any of the bangs and the beautifuls or the gift horses. He just gets to be perfect.
Guys, my word, either phrase, let's get it started, Brandon, or smash the like button, I would say.
All right, so look at this. Finding support at 151 on Crocs. As we expected, of course I expected 150, not 151. Thank you for Neal for watching my back there. Look at that. That's 7,000 shares on dark print. I don't know. There's a little iffiness about dark print. It could have been reported a while back and just being announced, it could have taken place a while back and just being reported, or it could have been actual print that just took place. I'm not sure when D prints show up on the time of sales. You can't really tell the difference, but here we are. There's a 7,000 shares that took place just now at 151.97 on CROX. So let's see, with the amount of volume and buying size lots that are being happening in the dark pool and the overall liquid market, I only expect more upside after creating a bottom here on 151. Maybe the downside is tomorrow on this stock, like a firm after going that crazy rally. You do expect profit taking and a little bit of a retracement. Maybe that happens tomorrow, but for now, clear obvious support at 151/150. I don't expect it to break that bottom, so giving us pretty good opportunities off of that bottom over there to get long.
Hey Prad, BBIG is for the first time for this day is breaking VWAP up to the upside, so maybe it's worth your look at it.
Here we are, boys. The buyers on BBIG coming in, finding support at 8, running it back to 9. I love it. So this is exactly as I outlined it, right? Perfect, near perfect planning, but no execution. So at the end, it doesn't even matter, right? You could plan all you want, but if you don't do it, which is if you don't execute it, it doesn't really matter. I could have been the person, and I was the person screaming AMD. It says just do it. It's a Nike slogan.
I like it.
Yeah. I was the person screaming AMD at $20 and it's going to beat Intel. Did I make a move? No. Did I buy AMD? No. I was just a kid in the middle of the lobby here screaming AMD is going to beat Intel. So you could have all the plans you want and all the theories on a stock, but as long as you didn't execute it, I am still a loser. But here we are doing what we planned, bouncing off of that 8. Testing 9. Let's see if we can go hold VWAP or even 850. If we can hold 850, still good news for BBIG, but you guys got to realize what the play is today. It is on SSR. That means, short still restricted. Cannot be shorted by just hammering the bids. You have to get picked up on the offers to go short on the stock. But even that, even with that being a factor, it's gonna be technically harder to short the stock. We still have a lot more selling than buying on every level below 9 here. So let's see how that plays into factor, right? So right now, what I see is about 900,000 shares short compared to, or selling compared to 500,000 shares being bought around this level. So it's a almost 2:1 ratio of buyers to sellers. So let's see if buyers are truly here to hold or not, right? So, but what like Valeriia said, we actually are able to break through VWAP here, so that is good news for BBIG. Let's see if we're able to break past 9 and close above 9. If we can close above 9 on BBIG, there is good news for the rest of the week. If we close below 9, we're probably not in a good news territory, and that's just my opinion, and I could be wrong. Paper hands getting out before the dip. Yeah, it's very well could be just paper hands getting out before they could before the buyers who were patient enough to buy the dip showed their hands. Dropping again. Yeah, like I said, let's see what it does by 850. So that's like the key level that I want to see buyers hold. If they don't hold that, we could easily go back to $8. So the middle part is just all noise. Like I said, boys, 2:1 ratio of selling to buying, even in this range up here after this move up. So I want to see that numbers change to the other side. mRNA again. I'm going to quickly drink water. mRNA coming back down here. I thought 440 would hold, but 440 not holding on mRNA. Coming back lower here. Let's see if it's going to try hold this range instead, which is around 438 being the top. So I'd like to say 436 to 438. If we can hold in this range before making another run back up to 445, that would be good. But stock is up about 5%. I think the momentum for the upside is about washed out for the day. We're gonna probably come back lower, base out near VWAP here, and just hold VWAP for the rest of the day. Maybe not. Maybe volume comes in by by power hour, and they move it to the downside or the upside. But for now, as the volume is tapering off, I will see it hold somewhere here. BBIG question mark again. So like I said, BBIG, we needed to go above 9 or hold 850 and close above 9. If BBIG is not closing above 9, I don't see buyers coming in tomorrow to make it go above 9. And if BBIG closes above 8, I could see buyers coming in and making a trade above 8 and below 9 tomorrow. And then, of course, you guys have the options play. All you Wall Street Bet DDers, the due diligencers on Wall Street Bets are talking about, the options play about how 2 million shares are expiring. I see a post about 2 million shares. Then I see a post about 12 million shares. Then I see a post about 99% short utilization. Then I see another post about 30% short flow. So like I said, all these numbers are all great to help you, give you a thesis and theory, but at the end of the day, notice where the volume is taking place while the stock is moving from 9:30 till 4 o'clock. Focus on where the volume is taking place and what kind of volume is actually happening. Is it buying? Is it selling? At what price point is this taking place at? So all those theories are good and all those numbers and factors are good to help you, but that's what they are at the end of the day. They're there to help you based off of what's actually taking place on the scale right now that we're watching.
What does all that mean?
What does all that mean? It's a lot of shenanigans with those numbers because Ortex gives one numbers, and I think Ortex, or at least what I believe is Ortex is about like 70% accurate. S3 gives a completely different number. Finviz doesn't even report numbers right now for some reason on most of these stocks. Stockbot on Discord has just stopped giving you float information because half of that information is wrong. So all these people quoting short floor numbers probably don't know what they're talking about.
My personal question, what shenanigan means?
Shenanigans?
Yeah.
It just means BS.
Okay.
You know what BS is?
No.
Bull S. It just means stupid, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shenanigans.
Like
Don't be
stupidity.
shenanigan. It sounds German a little bit.
I guess it could be. I don't know. It could be German. Is it German, boys? Put it in the chat if it's German. Shenanigans? I don't think so. Up to no good. Thank you, Shawn, for the proper English translation that I had to struggling for. Shenanigans is the word of the day. Oh, please, no. Not the word of the day. Please. This girl is funny. Oh, yeah, trust me. She's killing me every time we're trading over here. Laughter. Any stocks that you guys want me to pull up? It's French. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't even know it was French. Irish. Okay, now you guys are just throwing out random countries here. Ape sounds. Guys, there's no ape movement going on today. I guess a little bit of ape movement happened in a firm here today. A little bit of the ape movement on the Crocs. But, you know, these are not ape stocks. Our ape stocks are AMCs and GMEs and the wishes and whatnot. So our meme stocks are not moving. So my ape voice has to be contained today. It's only for when the move comes out. You know, when Ninja is popping off in his stream, he pulls out the headband. I can't just have the headband every day. That ruins the specialty of the headband. I gotta wear the headband when the stocks are going bonkers.
By the way, I see the second request in the chat for your ape sounds because people think it can.
That's exactly why I was talking about it. Yeah, the ape sounds will have to be contained today because of the sad movement in AMC that we're noticing. We're under 50, going lower here. The low of the day is 49.55, and we're about 10 cents away from there. So no ape sounds for AMC. Maybe some cat sounds. That are cats being slaughtered behind the woodshed today, or is it dogs, or what does Shawn say? Dogs, or I forget, but yeah, someone's being slaughtered today behind the woodshed. Pigs being slaughtered. That's right. There you go. You guys totally forgot about the dance. Oh, I thought we're not doing the dance anymore.
I know, but it's kind of
but I guess
our
chat
thing
wants
now,
it.
you know.
We give
Awkward.
chat what they want. We give chat what they want. Prad, look at the graphic. What graphic? Oh, yeah, it's pigs getting slaughtered. Yeah, there we go. So there was a graphic that Shawn had that you guys won't be seeing, sadly. But, yeah, it was a pig being slaughtered emoji.
Hopefully soon we have our own graphics.
Yeah, Rob is currently on vacation. So once he comes back, we're going to hound him for all
we're going to force him.
Yeah, we're going to hound him for it.
Okay.
So we have only a couple minutes here before Valeriia and I have to sadly leave you guys for 30 minutes, and then we will be back at 1 o'clock. But in that meantime, you guys get to trade with the beautiful Shawn, Neal, and Brandon for half an hour from 12:30 to 1. So let's see before both of us have to head out if Crocs is doing anything special. Just heading up here, inching its way back towards 154, I believe, finding that support at 151. Good news for Crocs here. Let's go look at Palantir, actually. I'm surprised none of you talked about Palantir. Maybe Shawn was enough of a Palantir trade for you guys off the open, but I would love to talk about Palantir here. I don't know if you guys were paying attention for the last couple streams. I said 25 being held on Palantir is great news, and look at what it did to us, right? That 26 breakout long, beautiful breakout. Palantir up about 2% for the day, 20 million shares traded. Of course, failing 2670 after creating a triple top, trying to hold VWAP here as a support. Failed and then made the VWAP the resistance. So it's kind of barcoding here. I would love to see 26 being the new support and holding 26 all the way back to the tops here. Let's quickly look at what Palantir's all-time high is. Palantir's all-time high looks like it is 45. And what's the 1 month high? 1 month high is 2688, which was about today, almost today. So that high was created on the 7th of September. So the high that Palantir got rejected off of almost today was the high that it made on the 7th of September. So, you know, pulling back your charts, looking at the tops of certain days, looking at the tops and bottoms of certain days is always a good way to find tops and bottoms that you could use for intraday. So look at this right here on September. Right here, so September 7th, touched almost that same price. You know, we were about 11 cents or so off of that high, 18 cents to be exact off that high that we touched today, and then rejection. So I would like to see it happen again, and then we break through 27 and go higher for Palantir. Is this the daily chart? So this is the daily at the bottom, this is the 15-minute, and what you guys see at the big one at the top is the 1 minute. Do you see pre-market prices? Yes. So what you see over here, the low looks like almost no trading zone over here all the way from, so this line that you see right here that I'm circling is the open. Everything to the left of that is pre-market. I don't know if you're asking me if I use that into my trading, and the answer for that is 100%. 100% I use pre-market levels to see if I could gauge that as a bottom for a daily or not. Or for that day, I mean, sorry, or even the top as a breakout, and so on. Looks like CYRN wants to make a breakout here and go to the top. So let's see if it can do that. We are at a day's high on CYRN. Look, it wants to go towards $1 maybe. Let's see if it can do that. Volume picking back up here as we speak. So.
Hey Prad, I feel like Crocs is the stock of this day, or like memes and movers now, and it broke 155, guys. What a move. Congratulations everyone who caught that long.
Wow, Crocs, boys. Wow, why did I not get that 151 long like Neal said? Neal's probably slaughtering the stock on the long side now after getting that bottom.
And Brandon says that Crocs announces another accelerated buyback at INV Day. Well,
so let's
here we go.
Let's take it. Let's just throw it over to the main guys over here, because you know, the stocks are moving like crazy, and we have 30 seconds left. So guys, I want the coverage to be continued and without a break. So we're gonna throw it over to the main guys. See you back in 30 minutes.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. Yeah, that was a pretty impressive move once again. Again, Investor Day today, guys. If you missed it, for Crocs. I was just looking at GE as well, making some moves back to the downside. There was a couple of downgrades on GE, but hard to avoid all-time highs, guys, for Crocs today.
Okay, two things. One, Prad knows damn well that I wasn't long the stock. I mean, I had the short. I tried to hold on for the bigger winner. I got the last of my shares at a 152.75, but it's right now we're looking at SRAD, and I apologize in advance for calling this thing SRAD. SRAD. The IPO just opened up, 27 issue price. There was a monster offer sitting here. It is 300,000 shares sitting at that 27 level. You know, obviously you don't have any levels to work with a brand new IPO, but I mean, if they're going to take this 27 out, that gets pretty interesting to me for alongside just quick breakout trade. So just open up. Crocs making all-time highs, but this is now getting my attention.
Actually, I did the exact same thing there. So we did take a small long at 27. Didn't work. So got some out at 50, got some out at 70. Very, very small hits. We're going to put on some real shares if we do break above that 27. There is some size there. You can see that's at the IPO price. So we'll hold on to a very, very small amount. Nothing's going to happen here. Either way, we'll see about getting long through 26 break, through a 27 break, which is coming right now. We've crossed up. Hopefully, we'll be able to hit that and go long there through that break. There's just a NASDAQ there. We'll see if they take it out or not, but that's SRAD on to 27 IPO. 300,000 shares, let's call it that, sitting there at 27 plus anything that is back there still, right? He's still got some reserve orders and whatnot, but welcome. Prad said back to the main people. No, Prad, we are taking over your show.
Yeah, man.
Right now. So shout out to Pradley Cooper and Miss V as they will be back and grabbing some lunch, and it is jerk chicken. I heard the Russian word for chicken, but I have absolutely no idea what it is. So we'll wait for that one.
By the way, you guys should hold Prad to those. Like, whenever we get a repeat and Prad has already learned the Russian word for something, I want you guys to call him out for it, because I want to see if his memory is good when it comes to those. Look, I like this 27 break if it comes in, but I don't know if it's going to happen yet. So I want to quickly take us over to Crocs if I can, because top breaks are interesting. Bull Flags. There we go.
Frags is good. Fragment.
What am I even? Sometimes I really wonder about it.
frags.
That's why I got to have a tea instead of a coffee. That makes no sense. But SRAD just tried to break that 27. Yeah, I know it's not actually SRAD, but I'm just going to call it that anyways. As Crocs starts to come back in, I'd love to see Crocs hold a 153 for a bit of a bounce play. I don't know if that's going to be the case, guys, but that would be the only dip buy I could find. I wish I had done much better with that short position that we had. I left them on the table, not getting out at 150. I was getting the 152s and thought it would break the 150 down into VWAP. That clearly did not happen. So let's see if it can't pull back in and give you a consolidation 153.
Yeah, I'm trying to go short if we get back to 156, then we can use 158 as our high spot there. But yeah, Crocs right now starting to get silly, or had that already happened? What's up, Brendan?
Apple, guys, the other obvious main event. We are waiting for under 30 minutes until the stream begins for Apple. Just had an alert come off back down at 149.30, which was that pivot from early on. But we're almost to day lows here for Apple ahead of this.
Boo. I mean, we kind of said this morning, like, don't trade this thing until, and by this thing, I mean Apple.
Yeah.
Until it gets to the actual event and, like, wait around for what the market's going to move. Is going to be other opportunities like Crocs, and IPO kind of stinks right now. Ooh, wait a minute. AEI. So this is one, I'm only saying this because I'm in AEI. Shorted it after 1, 2, 3, 4 times. It tested 330. It then broke 325 here, so I took that breakdown at 23s. I was able to get some out at like 307. The absolute bottom. Now it's marching back into the upside. So I'm not going to average into this. At any time you're going to hold a level like this, you get a bit of a breakout at the open around this price, and that's going to be $3 even. It then holds a higher low. It then holds another higher low. Can't seem to break down. It's not, like, this is not going to be a bull flag, but the principle is very much the same. You have this high, and then you're making higher lows. So, if it doesn't work initially, breaking through the bottom on a retracement of this fashion, then I'm not going to take more shares off the 330 level. Unless I saw like a couple million shares sitting on the offer, that'd be fantastic. But I don't think that's going to be the case. So I'm going to get out of AEI if I get that opportunity. And not to mix these two up, but I'm actually in CEI for whatever reason, and that reason is 155 to 160. It is barcoding. It never did any better than VWAP getting out at 148 here. So sort of the same principle. It will not average into it again, as it's showing some strength on both CEI and AEI. Yeah, Croc's starting to come back in, but not quite to that 152.
Oh, man, I really wish we had that 156 still. Damn it. That looks like that's going to be something there. Darn, we missed that opportunity. Damn it. Okay, Tech Resources here. It looks like that's starting to go a little bit here on some rumors of selling their coal unit. So good for them to do that. And whenever you can, divest some of your assets, you're going to be going to the upside because that's what happens. And there you go, 24.40 up to 25 and change. No point in trading this right now on that news. Going to the upside, we have no idea. I mean, the number was 8 billion. So I don't know if that's what they're looking for or that's some sort of an offer they got. But you're seeing right now Tech Resources off for the races, only up 3%, which is not that much considering they got a bid on one of their units. We'll find out more about that, but that's Tech Resources up and away now, 25.60 and change, and still going. You are near. I mean, if this is, look, if it's a rumor, I don't know if they, I mean, we saw rumors get reported yesterday with Litecoin, but up to 27, that's, recent highs right there on Tech Resources. So we can watch out for this, but right now it looks like it's starting to go here on a little bit of a not a buyout, but buying part of their business, the coal unit here, up to 25.70 on that one. Those of you, when we left the show initially, at 11, we're back. We were holding Boeing, and so we took Boeing long. I told you if it got up to 212.50, we'd be good to go. So we are good to go. We took some out there at 70s. We took some out on the way up into those 50s. So again, Boeing up, up, up. We did lose right there. We lost right there on that tick, but we got the long again. And now we'll watch this. I'm going to hold this and see if it does run the rest of the time here. I'm still expecting a 213 break on this name, but the ES right now is negative on the S&P, and the NASDAQ is getting very close. So if the market can turn around, I am definitely feeling ways on Boeing. And
speaking of feeling ways, what goes up must come down. I mean, not necessarily, but in the case of ATER, that's certainly turning out to be true. Brendan, Shawn, and I were all short this name, and I'm not avoiding I can go to the minute chart. Anyways, I shorted this thing twice, and I don't think I held a single share past 15. It's now at $11, and we'll just gloss over the fact that this was probably a hold. and have a quick look at the 15-minute chart, because this is not an uninteresting level. 11 even holds on a dime as the current low. We retrace all the way back to the 10th, and that's going to be on Friday. And look at this morning break from the sort of failed break from the 9th at $10, $11, and then you get like this breakout and then dip, hold at 11, an afternoon dip that holds 11. I mean, I'm telling you, like when something falls like a rock, the bigger the vacuum is, the more a level like that is going to cause a bit of a turn. Now, the fact that you only got a bounce of about 30 to 40 pennies off of this, from what I can see, I mean, yeah, like it bounced, and it only gave you what, like 30 pennies, and it's trying to retest that low. That's just not a heck of a lot, man. Like that is a lot of weakness in this stock. If it can be a flush out bottom, ideally, and this is going to sound counterintuitive, but I'd almost prefer to see 11 break, wipe a bunch of, wipe some people. Well, you never want to wipe people out there, but you want some stops to be triggered, ease some of the pressure, and then come back up and then take a long in that regard, especially when a stock is this weak. A flush out bottom tends to be a better bottom. For any of you that's watched, that remembers a GameStop, on that ridiculous liquidation day down to like, it was like, I think it was like a 107 bottom or whatever it was. It was like multiple halts to the downside and made a 107 bottom. And that was one of the greatest longs you ever saw, because so much pressure had been released on the way down, so it just flushed up. Now this has been pretty linear on the way down as opposed to parabolic, and that's why I'm not necessarily already long in front of this 11 level.
You're getting some parabolic moves down right now.
I know, I had to say it, right?
I know. They said that was your key word of the day there. Yeah, I know. Life consolidating at 10. What's up, Sterling Silver? Okay, so here goes Apple. We talked about this all day. It's actually on. Is this the right sticky note? Yeah, it's on our sticky note today. Talking about Apple, just basically barcoding all day. And if you see what it's done here on the 1 minute chart, we went to 150. I mean, it hasn't really barcoded, but we went to 151 and then back down to 149. And those are the exact levels that we did talk about before we came on the show. And if you look at a 10-minute chart here for Apple, I mean, this is, we're still in this. We have about 20 minutes now. We'll throw it back with Prad at that point, but hopefully when he's on, you'll see some movement here in AAPL. So we'll see where Apple wants to go. But again, we'll watch out for this 148.70 here for a breaker on that one. You guys know that I dumped my shares at 152 or 151.80. I can find the exact price, doesn't matter. Off that ruling right here. We didn't like that news. Was able to bounce around a little bit and we got aggressive and got out. So we'll wait for Apple. New position alert. We short Crocs. So Crocs comes right back up to the 156. So I'm just going to play this against 158. We'll take another shot here at 157 and then we'll play it against its 158 high. But right now, short Crocs, new position alert, 156. What am I in at? I'll tell you the exact price. Well, it should be on the board, 155.97. So there it is. So we're up there, but notice the spread, 30, 40, 50 cents when it starts to move. So, trade and risk manage accordingly, because like if you're planning on getting out at an exact penny, you're probably not going to get it. So you got to cross up a little bit more or cross down, depending on which way you're getting. But Crocs is a new position.
And I see Sosa CL, the boys are working during lunch. What? Well, I mean, first of all, we're always kind of trading, so it's not like we don't really go anywhere. Like we're still here trading. Yeah, but I mean, Trader Prad and Ms. V got to eat. Everyone's got to eat. You got to stay healthy. So why not? I was looking at that, and I just talked about the wipeout bottom potentially. I mean, I shouldn't say it is potentially on ATER, and that was a parabolic. Of course, I'm now saying parabolic again. There was a bit of a parabolic move into that 157 on Crocs. I was looking to see if it could have bounced again off of 152.
Crocs, holla at your boy.
That's out the window now. Like whenever you get this pullback and it already turned off this higher low, I can put in a lower high. Like I'm not going to take it. I want that flushing down and bouncing off that same breakout point for one last shot. So I don't love it. It's not going to be there for me anymore. Affirm, which was not the same setup. Affirm was just a straight 115 from yesterday's action. That's now barcoding, right here around this like 109, 110 area. And when in doubt, zoom out. I know you're supposed to do that every single time. Someone smart said that. I kind of forget who. But this is 115. 115 was a break. 115 was a short yesterday. 115 was a short again today. It's worked a couple of times, shorting this both off the close levels and then off 115. However, this is a very, very clean range. And I'm telling you, if this market can get off its schneid, and I could have said something else, but I said schneid, then a 115 break is going to set up. Certainly for a firm. If we do crack lower, I said it yesterday and I'm still going with it, 100 to 103 is a target entry area for a firm. Missed a shot at that bottom when trying to pick the bottom on a firm all morning long in that flush. Managed to miss that absolute low because it didn't get to 100. So 100 to 103 back in play again. If it comes there, I'll be ready for it.
Yeah, I hope, you saw that animation go by, pigs get slaughtered. We talked about that, Prad. The saying is, bulls make money, bears make money, but pigs get slaughtered. So there you go. So not only trying to educate about trading, but we'll give you some lingo there as well. Prad, as I hope you'll be doing this show for a very long time. So there's more, food for thought there on that one. Okay, so on that note, we did take Crocs short 156. So that goes into the money for me about $1.50, and we don't take it. So we're gonna, and the reason why, I just want to see it crack this level. I want to give it a shot here at 154, and then I want to get out at 153.20 or so, maybe 153.50. Not a horrible spot either. So let's let Croc crack. I mean, right now, guys, it is one more time, and let's just hit the air horn because we are now officially $1.25 in the money on Crocs. Let's just hope it can hold this and make lows coming through here as long as we break. I don't think we make lows on the day, but maybe we can break through this bottom here of 154. As we say that, it goes back up through 155. So let's see what Brendan has for us. What's up?
Another little one. Vino, not wine related. Gaucho Group is the name of the company here. Gaucho Group Holdings. They just announced at 12:30 there. They've picked up some additional Argentinian real estate holdings. So this is a residential real estate company. So that popped up, halted, has resumed on its way to $4, guys.
And Vino Veritas. That's one of my favorite all-time lines from a certain movie, which is fantastic, that you guys probably don't know. But you might know JCS from earlier fame of me shorting the absolute bottom this morning and then getting stopped out. It is now, at least I had an out, it is now breaking high of the day. This was a $3.50 special dividend, which if you add that on to the price from yesterday's close, still works out to above $10. As we mentioned on the morning show, it just broke that current high. Look, it's a very thinly traded stock, despite the 11 million shares and its current price. There isn't always a ton of liquidity. The spread does open up, and I know it's not reflective of what you're seeing sometimes in level 2, but trust me, like all this chop is a spread opening up and not looking that pretty. I want to see it hold well above this 950 high before I would even think about this trade in terms of a long breakout. It's on volume here, and I do want at some point look for a short if there's an opportunity. But jumping into this kind of a breakout when this stock, if the bid falls on it, you're really looking at $9 rather quickly. So that's at least a 5% downside risk if you were to long the 950. And even below 950, the next size is at 938 on the bid. So for a stock doing this many shares, now it is pretty hairy if you are taking that long break. That's why, I'm not saying I advise against it. I mean, you guys do whatever you want to do when you're trading, but not all small caps are alike, especially when it comes to liquidity.
There it is. May not be dinner time, but it was jerk chicken time, and now it's jerk chicken winner dinner for everybody. There you go. How about that? We put, right there, that's $2 and change in our pocket on Crocs. So, $2.25 right there. We waited for it to crack through, and we just get that bid. So right there, 156 crocked out at 153.70. So that's a big win for me there on Croc. And yeah, we're bringing the heat to you not only live at 8:30, but back at 12:30. So they can have their jerk chicken, and we will be bringing Miss V and Trader Prad back in about 15 minutes. Hopefully they are enjoying it, and we are enjoying being live back with you, because you know what thing is, man? As long as we're here, the party ain't gonna stop. I mean, we're still sitting here trading all day for you and trying to make that money. I mean, not all day we're trading. We do have other things to do, believe it or not, but there's a nice win right there on Crocs, man. Bang, bang. These are real trades. We're not taking CFDs or we're not trading options or anything like that. These are real equity positions that Neal and I both, Prad, Miss V, we both put them on there. And then that's a beautiful trade there on Crocs for me. And again, just happy with it. Would have liked to get a little bit higher, but again, once we failed off that 158, I was actually sad that we missed it on this pullback down, but we wound up getting it right there. So a good take on us to the upside. Thank God that we traced back to the upside. And there's the out right there at 153.75. A good take there for us. So, you know, you're going to see me holding this right now at SRAD, at the IPO price. It's very, very small. We've already taken our lumps on this one. We were barely losing anything. I'm holding it so I can sort of watch the movements here. I didn't pay for shorts, but maybe if we break through 26, then we can get out of it. I'm not super worried about this one. It'll bounce around. Some of the IPOs, what they do is they do this, they dance around, then you find out that, hey man, maybe there is some movement to the upside coming. So we'll wait to see if that's what's going to happen here. But SRAD right now, down that 2%. And again, we'll see. If it takes out 27, we want to go long. There is somebody there at 27. We can't see it now, but there was about 300,000 shares sitting there.
You might have just noticed a new position alert because I'm only short, as you guys can see. And then AMC 49, well, that kind of came out of nowhere. And realistically, I just saw a bunch of people in the chat saying AMC is getting woodshedded. Okay, you guys didn't say woodshedded, but you were using terms. AMC was getting crushed, and it does head back down in. I don't know, we had a break at 50 even the other day, and I tried to top pick it yesterday, and that didn't really work out. But on that same day that we had the 50 break, we had a consolidation break at the open right around the same 49 level, and we had 49 as resistance if you want to go back into this one in last week's action. So I kind of like the idea that if this support is turned into resistance, you give it back to like a 48.50. Which gives you $0.50 worth of risk and maybe a little bit more when it comes to slippage. And then you're working back into this like $49.50 to $50 range here. It's a day trade, obviously. I can't hold it overnight or anything like that. So we're going to be working out of this on the way back up to that 50 level. So long AMC for me. That AEI and CEI are both not doing a heck of a lot of anything as far as I'm concerned, but they're definitely going to be worth a look throughout the afternoon. I do still want to get over to that ATER because, nothing falls like a previous squeeze style stock that makes a big move. And when they do come down, you want to pay attention. I feel like it's trying to put that 11 bottom in. It looks a little bit more enticing now as the buyers have been stepping in. The volume is still tapering off a little bit. So ideally, you might get another test of 11 even and a bounce up. And I wouldn't necessarily want this one for just a clean like breakout or anything like that. But if we can catch a long position, at least if I can get a long position in front of 11, somewhere in the 20s or 30s, that's starting to look pretty good for a stock that was just like universally a short around here, at least when we were looking at it this morning, and clearly a good one. I start to think that 11 level on the 15-minute chart looks too good not to have a little bit of a piece of. So if it gets down there again, I'll try to take those quarters, probably a tight stop, giving it just past that 11 even.
Yo, what's up, Sterling? I see you. Yeah, SRAD dropping there. We'll probably have to get out of something now as a breakthrough $26.
Oh, I didn't even short
we will watch that again. I didn't pay for the short, so I'm going to miss out.
I did, and I didn't even short it.
Shorting opportunity. That would have been a good one. I just want to say what's up to Sterling. I know that you sometimes you'll trade with bigger shares. So yeah, the SRAD position, guys, is not a concern for me. Okay, I would tell you how many shares I had, but we don't do that. Let's put it this way. It's a very, very small board lot. So, okay, Crocs right now. And I know you're still in this, Sterling, but we're bouncing up right now. This may not be, not bouncing up. We're starting to head downward, but it did crack that level. Nothing wrong with taking some profits in this mess. We've already been up and down here before it broke. So I just wanted to bring that to everyone's attention. Although I'm out, I was just in one time there. So if you have an opportunity to get multiple outs, I would still look right now at thinking about taking this up 12%. Can go higher, but yeah, on a chart, we really like this short. I just wanted to get out there because, again, I thought a flush into this area would be good enough. So, I sacrificed $1 just to be out and not worry about it. So just a little talk there. You guys can do sort of whatever you want. Yeah, I know you have I know, Sterling, you have a trail on it, but trailing stops are great until you get stopped out on a trail and then it comes back. So
don't trail Crocs.
That's what I'm just saying. You might want to get some out, but hey, that's the best thing about this is we can all trade our own books.
I only yell that out because I had a trailing stop on Crocs that got wicked out on a crazy wick and then it held the high of the day, and then I could have had the exact same out at 151 if I just maintained a stop through that 150, 155 even. So, and when a stock does that to me once, I kind of want to judge it manually there. So, and again, like Shawn said, everyone trades your own book. Trailing stops are a valuable tool that I think people should be using it to your advantage if you can. I don't want to mention AMC without mentioning GME, which, full disclosure, I usually do better on GME than AMC. I came in shorting GameStop once through 200. That didn't work. It is barcoding right now, but the good sign is AMC's trying to hold that 49, so it's back here at 48.92 or so. You've seen GameStop sort of hold up around VWAP. What I wouldn't want is both of these crashing to the downside at the same time. Like if GameStop was making lows, I'd probably feel a little bit more pressure bottom picking on AMC, so that's not too much of a concern. when the market, sometimes you get this reversal action when the market was strong this morning and both these names were selling at the open, market was bouncing back, and you can get this sort of reverse action where the money comes out of some of those squeeze names or meme names, whatever you want to call them, when the overall market starts to bounce to the upside. So the fact that we're sliding back in the NASDAQ, I kind of feel like is another reason why this bottom could be at least decent, but remains to be seen because on AMC, as you can see, it's still trying to make that low. It didn't flush me out there as it took out the 49 level the second time. Actually, almost a bit of a wipeout bottom. So you kind of like these on volume wipeout bottoms with that 49, now tracing right back in. So it's definitely flushed some longs out, at least on the day trading side for sure, which does give it some cover to the upside or at least less resistance in theory on the way back up to some of those levels we talked about between 49.50 and all the way to this 50 level. Not even VWAP. It doesn't necessarily have to go there. I also said I am not averaging into this AEI. This is why. The stock just sort of coming right back in here. I'm still in this. I shorted it one time at 323 here, and I'm not going to get any more shares. I don't even like the idea of it breaking 325, but because I have most of it out, I'm going to stick with my stop. It's at the high of the day here at 333. If it resists that price, fair enough, but I'm still not going to add to it. Stupid SRAD.
Yeah, SRAD. That's a good one. Okay, there we go. So now we're all stretched out, ready to go, nice and limber. Now we have SRAD back long. So now we'll take the long one and use 25 as our out. I mean, it's gone down to 25.1 here. We'll see if it breaks through 25. That'll be our out. You could see now that I've averaged in. So, the average price now into the 80s. So, you can know that we put on a little bit more shares here than obviously we had before. So giving us this average price. So we'll see. I mean, all it needs to do is get back here and then we'll be fine with it. So let's see if that can happen. But right now it doesn't look like that's happening. It looks like it's heading to the downside. So we'll probably break through 25. We gave this one a shot. Look, IPOs are funny things to trade. Generally speaking, though, if you don't go up, like if your best, okay, if your highest position or your highest stock price all day was the price that you opened at, not great. So we don't love trading IPOs when this is the movement, but we'll see. I mean, again, maybe it gets some love down here. So we'll just take that one last long here on SRAD with only 5 minutes to go before we throw you back to the real deal with Trader Prad and Miss V. JP Morgan started off real nice today. Brendan brought some news about JP Morgan earlier. I can't really recall what it was. It was their trading revenues. They had trading revenues of not as nice as they thought they would come in through. I believe it was a 10% difference or so in trading revenues for the quarter. But when Brendan brought us the news, it was actually moving up. We thought it was going to be negative news, right? But then the market all of a sudden turned. What else is new? And then you just see to the downside there. So JP Morgan right now off these lows. I bring it to your attention because if you like bank stocks, I mean, right here, we've just bottomed out at 157.20. So more to come with Apple in a couple minutes, but JP Morgan right now down that 1.5%. Little surprising on that, but Sterling Silver's LASIK got overcorrected. Oh no.
Huh?
I don't know. Anyways, month for touch up. You can't believe he's trading. Okay. So with that being said, congratulations on your Crocs trade, but that's why we're here, hopefully to help you see the levels a little bit better there, Sterling. So hopefully everything goes okay with your eyes. But honestly, Crocs is just bouncing around a little bit too much. I would take some out regardless of operation or not. You could be on the operation bed right now, and I would still take some out right now. So there are some links.
It'd be a neat trick if you could do that.
Yeah, I guess you could trade on your cell phone, but
yeah, true.
There would be the Apple event. I just got a link mailed to me as well. So the Apple event starting in 4 minutes. Yeah,
starting in a couple of minutes here. We're also going back to Trader Prad and Miss V. I think maybe this could be at the wipeout bottom. There was no consolidation off 11.25 and ATR. Just kept on, I guess, rocking to the downside.
Man, we talked about
it. Broke that 11. It gets to a 1085. So you get that, like I said, like a bit of a flush out, stopping some traders out. When it did that, it looked like, you see me on the way back up getting the 11 long, or in this particular case, 11.02 long. When it broke back up above 11, that's when I'm going to get some shares into the long side, use the fresh low as an out, and then think to myself, okay, well, if that is the ultimate stop out, you go back in the 15-minute, and that's going to be that level that we liked around this $11. And if it stops some people out there who would have seen that same level and went long in front of it, then that can be your entry point. So I like that way of getting into a stock, especially counter trend. It works in both directions. You can do that for the short side. You get that failed break into the upside, sometimes at the open even. So we'll see what happens on ATR. You got to have an out. So I don't want this really breaking too far past that 1085, maybe like 1075 or so. And it's almost, I'm not saying it's limitless upside, but it wouldn't even take much for it to come up $1 or $1.50, given how far it's fallen. No guarantees it's going to happen. And the stock has been absolutely dog you know what this entire session. Like, there hasn't really been any strength, with the small exception of somebody who was buying a lot of shares at 15. And I would actually guess that when it was stalling out at that 15 level, that had more to do with someone that was covering a short from yesterday, if I had to guess at it. Like that, I don't really actually think someone was really, really buying that thing, thinking it was going to go up. Maybe they were because of that breakout at 15 the day before, but clearly that never aged well.
It did not age well. But yeah, you're right. I mean, look at the NASDAQ, and you can look here at the S&P. So it's just been basically a downward spiral here for the last hour or so in the S&P 500. Like,
stock has no
just tick, 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 tick all the way downside. Just keeps on getting worse and worse and worse. Anybody short the market, congratulations, because you've been rewarded here today as the NASDAQ, again, you know, we talked about that going negative. And if you pull out the chart, it's actually bounced back off of some of these bottoms. At this 15,400, by the way, is pretty significant. I'll do some more work on it, but I remember this level was yesterday as well. We talked about 15,400 or the day before, but needless to say, there was some pressure at this point where the bottom was. We made it all the way back up, and now it's all the way back down. So the roller coaster ride that is the S&P and the NASDAQ continues here today. So not much movement happening other than downwards right now. So you got to watch out for some of those stocks. I cannot believe this ATER on our sticky note at 1575 for a short, and we wound up taking a whopping $1 on part of it, and then we got out the last piece right there at 1550. So I mean, that's just crazy. The movement that had to the downside, and formerly Mohawk. We talked about that over and over again. These bad names just keep on getting crushed. Let's check out.
Formerly Mohawk, right?
Formerly. We can always check out here some more plays here as we go. And that could be, what did I want to look at? Oh, SRAD. Okay, we're still in that one. It's taking out 50. I mean, only 30 more pennies and we're back to the money on this one. Hopefully that can get up through 26. That'd be pretty nice if that does happen, but still more to come on SRAD. Boeing's bouncing around. PLTR's doing its thing. And then check back in on Crocs, still at this 154 level. So this one putting me to sleep temporarily.
So, I mean, ATER, I know it's a tight stop. A stock that has moved like $5 or $6, having a 25-cent stop on it doesn't seem like it makes sense. But when you're going counter trend, to me, I want to have an out. There was a size seller for 50,000 shares driving it down when it retook that 11. It got to about 80. The order was filled, and it still won't even go back into the upside. So I'm going to walk away from that. We tried the bottom pick, and it's like, I get it. I know that looks like you're not risking a heck of a lot. It's like, yeah, you got to give it more room. Nah, not really. You don't always have to give it more room. And I'm choosing absolutely not to in this particular case. If it goes any further to the downside, I mean, 10's going to stand out as an obvious level. But I'm sure there are going to be some thoughts on this as we go back to Trader Prad and Miss V. I believe they are ready. There's still a heck of a lot moving. And of course, you got the Apple event as well. So lots to talk about. Back to Trader Prad and Miss V on the ones and twos.
On the twos and ones, we are back indeed. I don't know what she just dropped. I hope her phone's okay. If it's her phone,
My Apple iPhone.
her iPhone dropped. Okay, so we
Time
are back.
to buy a new one, obviously.
She planned it. She was all planned.
All right. Tim Cook, hi.
You're right. Let's go to Crocs here. Let's see what Crocs is doing. You know, that was a good lunch we had there. The for those who are wondering, you know, the chicken was just about perfect. You know, it was a little dry, but the spices was good. I had a little tanginess to it. It was a little sweet, little tangy. It was near perfect for me in terms of the spice, but it was a bit dry for my liking. But it was nevertheless good jerk chicken. So that jerk chicken gets my approval.
Was a little bit too spicy for me, but in general, yes, it was pretty nice.
Yeah, one down thing I will give it is it was boneless. You know, the flavor comes with the bones in it, so it was boneless, but that just made it easier to eat, so no complaints. Let's go back to the market here. Let's see. Crocs went up here, beautiful breakout while we were heading out to lunch, but you know, topping out at about 157, 158, coming back down here at 154. I don't know if this is where I want to go long back up to the top or a short back down to VWAP. Not sure what the stock wants to do here either. Just gonna have to probably watch it. There's probably a triangle pattern being formed here. Like I said again, yesterday, not too informative of patterns. Because obviously I don't use them, but I guess the triangle would be somewhere here. Let's actually draw it out and learn together. So the triangle would maybe be this way for this breakout. I guess this wouldn't even be a triangle then, right? This would just be just a pattern or a flag of some sort that it's breaking out of a consolidation maybe, and the same pattern somewhat playing out over here. Going down this way, and the bottom or the flat line being somewhere here. So just going off of what over here, that breakout could make it go back up. You're risking the break of 154 to the downside, and there maybe if you have a more conviction to it, then you're even risking. Okay, my cursor's back. Yeah, then you're even risking a little bit more to the downside. Maybe the 151 bottom over here is what you're risking if you want to play the breakout. So,
Hey, Prad, someone brought us TMC, Nasdaq. Stock actually is up more than 9%. Keep moving to the upside. So could you take a look at TMC for us?
TMC?
Nasdaq.
Okay. I typed TMZ and it didn't work. So TMC on Nasdaq indeed works. So look at this. Is this the current high a day? It very well could be. I'm just gonna have to pull back here to see if it was in pre-market the high. No, it wasn't. So okay, 1387 is the current high a day, and my lines are occurring again. So let me just turn them off. There we go. Okay. Remove that and remove that. Cool. Trading its way up here after having a consolidation near 1260 to 13, then breaking out of that 13 range and going higher after creating a high a day at around 1337 at 1143. So trending upwards even in low volume. So good news for TMC, currently up about 8.5% with 6.5 million shares traded for the day. With a push, it will roar. With a push, it will roar. No volume, but with a push. Got it. SPRT bottomed out. Let's go look at support.com. There we are. Okay, support.com looks like 13.5 could have been a bottom. Well, 1339 is actually the complete low of day that it created, but 13.5 looks like where buyers are stepping in, making the price go back up a bit. Let's see if it has enough strength and volume to go all the way back to VWAP, or maybe it gets rejected before that. So just gonna keep watching it to see how it trades above here after establishing a bottom. It is able to trade above 14 now, so that is a good thing for support after creating a bottom at 1350. So maybe it holds 14 as the bottom instead of 1350 and trends its way up here as long as buyers are convinced that they like the stock. AMC is breaking. All right, let me go see AMC. AMC is breaking, but not in the direction we wanted to. What is it doing? All right, so let's quickly cover what's going on here. AMC breaking downside from that 49. Sad moment. We wanted it to hold VWAP and trade above 50 or even close above 50 and keep that 49.50 as the bottom of the day, but obviously not going to happen. We're going under 49 here, currently trading below even 48.50 as we speak. With the volume ramping up, so that spells nothing but danger. But as long as the stock is above 48 and 50, it's still in that decent range where the longs still matter and the shorts are still they don't know what they want to do yet. So as long as we're above 48, it's good. But I really wanted to close above 50, which does not look like it's a possibility anymore. Just based off of technical. And nothing else but technicals. So let's see if buyers are able to close it above 50. Honestly, I don't I would love to see that happen. Quickly going to go over to GME, see if it's following downwards over here with AMC. Let's see. The chart is loading. So GME is holding 200 very well. Remember when I said as long as GME is above 180? So the fact that we're above 200 and trading above it, every time it goes below 200, immediately comes back to VWAP like an elastic band and trades around here. So this is good. This is good for GME. As long as we don't go below 180, that's good on GME. So we're still in good condition. ISEE, let's see how far ISEE will drop. This chart just failed, so let me reload that one for you guys. All right, ISEE currently up almost 5% for the day. So I don't know what you mean by how far lower is it going. I'm guessing like there was a FOMO buy that happened somewhere up here for you to maybe ask that question. And in terms of that, honestly, your supports depends on your supports for your trade. But for a quick outlook on ISEE over here, let's see on the daily scale. I'm gonna also pull it up over here while that's loading. So let's go look at ISEE in the past 5 days. So let's just go from September 10th till today. Not even 5 days. So the past 4 days, 3 days, whatever, since September 10th till today, most of the volume has taken place at $14. And that was more buying than selling by about 1 million shares. So as long as we trade above 14 on ISEE, I think everything is fine. But obviously, it depends on where your buy is. If your buy was 16, then I don't know if you have the risk tolerance to hold it all the way to 14. So it just depends on your position for that answer, honestly. Please, what to do with my 442 call on Moderna? I am not too knowledgeable about options. We do stocks here for the most part. We only day trade stocks, so I couldn't tell you what to do on your options call or puts, but I could give you a level as to what Moderna is doing in relationship with that 442 strike price that you just talked about. So clear holding of VWAP every time it comes back down to VWAP so far in the day. Moderna ranges 400 that we broke out of recently, and we're holding that as a support every time we go there. I believe that's going to stay. The pattern's going to stick that way. There's a top of about 500, which was on the MSCI rebalance day, if I believe, August 9th. Maybe not the MSCI rebalance day. Maybe after that. I can't remember when MSCI took place, honestly. But there is about a top of around near 500, and let's see if the stock can keep finding support around VWAP, which is around 430, 434.80, so 435 almost, not 444. So find support at 435 and trend higher for the next coming few days and the week ahead. So 442 call strike, not sure how you want to deal with it, but these are the levels that I see for intraday for tomorrow. It could easily come back down and retrace and test that 420. It could easily find support at 435 and bounce higher. So not really sure what it wants to do here. SRAD. Let's go look at SRAD. This is the IPO today that just opened not too long ago while we went for lunch. 5 million shares traded off the open. And I believe, let me just quickly look at how many shares were offered on the stock. Is it on this tab? It is not on this tab. Hopefully it is on this bad boy here. It is. So IPO, SRAD, how many shares were offered? So 19 million shares, out of which 5 million has traded so far. So not bad of a volume off the open, but volume obviously tapering off, down 2% off the open. Not able to even go back to that 27, right? It tested 26.80 after coming down violently and failing, going through all the way to 25 and finding support or bottom at 25. So SRAD, not sure, what it wants to do. being an IPO, there's only one type of strategy that I use on the IPO, and it is the even dollar breaks. So I only see one trade that took place, which is a 26 short. Besides that, there's nothing for me to do here. I'm not going to touch the longs. I'm not going to touch the shorts. And the reason why is because I like being in that trade really quick and getting out of that trade really quick. So I know either I'm going to lose or make money on that break. Because there is no technicals on this, there is no support, there is no resistance, and I don't look at fundamentals obviously because day trader, fundamentals don't mean much to me. For investment purposes, of course, fundamentals play a big factor, but for me, I just play volume and use and the hype and the stuff around it. So I don't know the fundamentals behind SRED. I don't know how much money they're making or not making, so I couldn't give you technical levels based on that, and I can't give you technical levels based on technicals alone either because we don't have any. Over 26, but how will it break VWAP? Yeah, that's a valid question. Like it is over 26, but does it have the strength to trade above VWAP is a very good question after rejecting it a couple times. Valeriia?
Sure, Prad. Well, I'm keeping up with Apple event and also Apple stock. Apple dipped at first a little bit, but now it's trading a little bit higher, down just 0.55%. They just finished presentation of their iPad. Now they move to iPad mini, and hopefully next one will be iPhone. Pink color.
With all the pink colors that I just saw in the label over there, I think they're coming out with the pink iPhone, Valeriia. You better be ready to drop some money on that.
I'm super ready, actually.
You better be ready to drop some cashish, baby.
Not a hint, but if someone who loves me watching this, pink iPhone, I would be so happy.
Valeriia. Women these days, huh? Pink iPhone. That's all that takes to flatter them.
But how come? Like Apple exists for so long and they never came up with the idea to make it pink color. Ooh, is this? No, it's still iPad.
Well, that's because up until now, they were actually furthering technology, and now I think they capped out at technology. The only thing they can do is make new colors. So, I'm just joking. Apple is one of the greatest technology company in our generation. So,
Well, yeah, they're still now on iPad. I don't know if someone here is a huge user of iPads, but I know that their new generation of iPads is actually really good, and a lot of people kind of switch from laptops to iPads even.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not using that, so I'm waiting for iPhone.
Well, let's hope your prayers come true. Let's go to CEI here. Neal just called out in our work chat here that CEI just made a new high a day as we're speaking. So it did indeed 162. So the level that I want to see break is 166 because that's where I saw size last. And as I scroll down here, I don't see that size on 166, but I do see that size on 165. So let's see how the stock behaves here at 165 and 166. 166 was the high last time. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the size was on 165, but it made that break to 166 very briefly and instantly flushed down. So let's see what CEI is going to do here. Is that pattern going to repeat itself again, or is it going to break through that 166 and go higher? Watching live here on Memes and Movers, brought to you by TraderTV.Live. We're watching CEI make new highs on the day. GME and AMC bouncing. Awesome. That's what I like to hear, but the bounce needs to go all the way to 50. The bounce was not going to make me happy with the minor retracement that we just saw of 60 cents. I mean, 60 cents is not minor, but in the overall spectrum of what we want AMC to do, it is nearly nothing. We wanted to trade above 50 and stay above 50, but that's not looking like something that the market makers will allow us to have today on AMC.
Hey, Prad, someone on the chat says I use cracked iPhone 6. Well, actually, congratulations that your iPhone 6 still works because, as Apple user, I noticed that when they upgrade POS or like program system or the phone, or they create new iPhones, previous models like start glitch a lot.
Yo,
Like,
Valeriia
if
just
you
said
notice
BIOS.
this-
Okay, Valeriia, I see you.
What?
You know what a BIOS is?
iOS.
Oh, iOS. All right,
iOS.
close
What
enough.
BIOS?
Close enough. It's
What bi-
BIOS is pretty much an operating system. iOS. It's close enough. I thought you said BIOS, but you said iOS. You know, it's the same thing. Doesn't
Like, I
matter.
said BIOS.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It would
Doesn't
make
matter.
me smart. I said
Yeah,
BIOS.
I thought you said BIOS for a second. I'm like, you know BIOS?
Is
Okay.
your phone Android?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm anti-Apple for my whole life. But that being said, Apple as a stock, I love Apple as a stock. But
Okay.
I'm a PC gaming overlord race. That means I can't use consoles. I can't use Apple products.
Okay.
Every time my mom gives me her phone, I throw it across the room. So no Apple for me.
Okay. Well, I'll keep updating you on Apple events.
Yeah,
okay?
for sure. I mean, update me on the event because that is key information for my Apple stock position that I want to
Sure.
buy eventually.
Perfect.
Be ready for you, Apple, to become a tussle. I know there's probably a lot of Apple lovers here that are probably not going to... there's a fly flying around here. Ah!
Yeah, it's fly alert.
Fly alert.
Someone was saying that we need to buy like that plant.
The flycatcher?
Yeah.
Yes. 100%. But yeah, I hope you Apple fans are not mad by what I said. It's just pure opinion. I've been using Android for all of my life. I have no problem with Apple products, but it's just preference. I'm just more used to Google products and Windows products as a whole. Let's go back to AMC here. Little minor retracement. Let's go see what GME is doing. Oh no, GME is slightly under 200 here, but that's fine. Like I said, as long as above 180, that's fine, and as long as above 200, even better. The Venus flytrap is. I studied about that in bio, I believe. That was a good class. I still remember that class. Privacy is good on Apple. Privacy is a joke in a whole, I believe, no matter where you are these days. I think the word privacy does not even exist anymore. Like, it should just be deleted from the dictionary because, like, what is privacy? For you to be private now, you might as well just have to go live in the jungle, Amazon somewhere. And even those people are not even private. They get disturbed all the time by they get disturbed. So I don't know. I feel like I'm over privacy. I'm not keen on privacy anymore like I used to be. I used to be a big BlackBerry guy because of privacy, right? Because of security. And then as I move forward here with my life, I realize there is no such thing. There's always a FBI backdoor in every single company that we don't even know about. So that's that. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave my 10 hat on, and I'm just going to leave it at that. So privacy does not exist in my mind. FFIE. Getting disturbed by flying birds and monkeys. Right now is just a fly that's annoying me. All right. Prad Apple computer has never been hacked, not to my knowledge. Well, the theory behind it is, people always say Apple computers are less hackable than Windows. Well, the theory behind existed that way solely because there were more Windows computers out there in companies, in hands of programmers, in hands of people that mattered, and Apple was in the hands of college kids and other people, and there were not many out there. So making hacks for Apple did not matter. But we are in a time and age where there's so many Apples out there, so many Windows out there, so many Googles out there. Hacks for everything exist, and all it takes for a person to click on that little fake pop-up that says your computer was hacked, and all they have to do is click on that and they're gone. Wasn't Kim Kardashian's nude leaked off of like an iPhone cloud? Apple gets hacked all the time.
I think they did it for sure, like on purpose. But guys, a good thing for you, every time if you just don't want your camera to be seen, take a sticky note.
Yeah.
Put on your camera. Ta-da! 21st century.
Yeah, so in terms of that, privacy is a joke and as a whole in my opinion, but I could easily be wrong. Apple is garbage, obsolete tech, every new release. I mean, dude, so is every phone. My Google Pixel 3 is obsolete now, and it's only been 2 years. So everything is designed obsoleteness. This is how they make money. They everything is designed in this format, right? Didn't Apple also have for the longest time where they bricked your phone every time a new phone came out, and then they got penalized for it, right? Like I'm not bashing on Apple or anything. All companies do this. It's just once you see the pattern playing out every day, you just start realizing what's real and what's not, and that's how I look at it. That's it. Affirm. Looks like Neal wants to talk about Affirm right here.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, sorry.
Mike wasn't on there. I was going to talk about Affirm breaking back into the upside here, but it looks until it gets to that 115, which I know we should be alert on. It's not going to be too enticing of a trade, but do pay attention to CEI because I know that 160 level got taken out, but 65.
After what happened, yesterday, trading below 150, getting rejected all the way down to like 130, I believe, and here we are above 165, trading above that big size post that I was talking about. So we are in new position or new areas that CEI can really flourish in. So let's see. Look at that size on 175 now. That's the next battle for CEI to have at. Let's see how it behaves that. We already saw the size on 165. Well, I don't know if we saw it being taken out because I wasn't watching it, but we saw that size at 165. Maybe it was pulled and moved towards 175 based on this volume, or maybe this volume candle is the indication of the 165 size being taken out, and now that size on 165 is going to act as a support instead. So oh, look at that. I think someone on 165 is either playing games or there's actually size that's being eaten on 165. So let's see how it behaves on 175 if that size gets taken out or if that size is a spoofer. They pissed someone off with the Apple bashing. I wasn't bashing Apple. Like I said, Apple as a stock, I'm always looking for an opportunity to buy the dip, and I am beating myself over it for not listening to Shawn when he gave me that call out when I was new to trading. So it is what it is. I take my losses and I move on that aspect.
Well, just to update you on the Apple event, Prad, they now moved to Apple Watch. For now, update, I can see it's like better for use for bikers, like for bicyclists. Apple doing nothing significant during this event. It's still like down 0.48%. It doesn't really affect the stock.
Right. Yeah, looks like Apple really not moving based on this event. So maybe the buyers or people are waiting for that big news or any news that's bullish to pile into. So I guess they're just waiting for something. Let's see if that something ends up coming out soon enough. Apple stops meteors. I'm bashing Apple, but still buy their stock. Yeah, exactly. Money is money, man. That's the way I think about it, And that's the same way I need to start thinking about the crypto market too. Money is money. Like, even though I don't understand the market well enough to invest in it, there's nothing wrong with buying crypto for the investment because of look at the moves and the buying and the volume that comes into crypto at times, right? So you don't have to like it as long as you understand the moves and are able to capitalize it. I would take free Apple products. I wouldn't even take free Apple products, honestly. I would probably sell them. I would probably sell them.
Wow.
I'll take them and I'll sell them. I'll probably sell because that's free money that I could put in AMC, baby.
Okay.
That's free money to put in AMC, baby.
Oh, oops. Can you sell it to me, but with a good
yeah, I'll give you family discount.
Cool. Good deal.
I'll give you friends and family discount. Crypto trades the same. Buy red, sell green. Yeah, exactly. So, I don't have to know how Bitcoin transacts or how Ethereum transacts and how transactions are validated as long as I understand, green buys and red sells and trade the momentum, right? So that's what's helping me move towards crypto market more and more daily as we speak compared to like a year ago where I was completely anti-crypto. I would keep Apple products, either get a nice RTX there. Exactly. I would sell it to get a nice new graphics card, which I've been dying to buy. No apes, buy high, sell low. Smooth A-Brain. A-Brain smooth indeed, baby. What's your sell prices after MOASS? Huh? MOASS? Is that a stock? Don't think so. So moving on. ATER. Let's go look at ATER here. What does ATER want to do? A high of 1830 today and currently trading at about 1188. So not having a good day, down 33%. Wow. ATER just not having a good day today. Well, how did we do today? I think yesterday was a big day, right? Like a 33%, almost near perfect flip flop of a day on ATER here. Big run up on the day and a big run down today. Currently, again, SSR for those who weren't here before, who weren't here before, who don't know what SSR means. SSR is basically short sale restriction. Means you can't get short by just punching the bids. You have to get picked up on the offers. MOASS, mother of all short squeezes. Got it. Okay, I don't know these little acronyms, boys. Mother of all short squeezes. Got it. What's going on? Late to the party. Yo, what's up, Dan? What are we doing today? So we're just covering a little bit of Crocs. We're watching Crocs go absolutely bonkers about 150 and then making another breakout off of that 155, 156 area straight to 157, 158 and then coming back down here settling at 153. We're watching Crocs. We're watching AMC go down and making us all sad. We're watching GME try to stay above 200. We're watching CEI go crazy above 165 here. Oh no, we did come back down here. A 5-cent retracement off the high of the day, but like I said, 165, 166 was previous contention area as a top. We broke that, making 170 the current top. Let's see if we can establish a bottom here, maybe 160, maybe 155, and hold this area, making it a good position for the week ahead. But notice how the stock is up 18%, but that doesn't mean you can short the stock right now, because look what it says right here. SSRY means SSR is on. The stock was down about 10% maybe at some point today, which triggered it to be on short sale restriction. So you cannot short the stock today unless you just want to get picked up on the offers to go short. Both traders wearing Crocs.
What?
They think we're wearing Crocs today.
Well, we do not. Prad actually wearing Nike Air Force, and I'm wearing off-white shoes.
You guys heard that, right? She's wearing off-white shoes,
No
guys.
one, guys, if you from USA or from wherever, let me know if you know what off-white shoes. Like in Canada, literally, everyone think I forgot to take the tag off my shoes.
No,
people in Canada don't really care about style, to be honest.
No, I'm sure we got some off-white. Valeriia got money. Exactly, dude. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure people know what off-white is. They're not stupid. You know, our chat's preppy. Our chat's smart. And I'm sure all of these guys know what kind of money you're swinging over here, Valeriia. You guys see the kind of trades she's pulling every day.
It's called priorities.
Hey. Well, we got off-white shoes. We got pink iPhones. What else? What else are we getting, Valeriia?
Well, because I bought those off-white shoes, I'm not sure about my possibility to buy pink iPhone.
We'll get you the iPhone.
Okay.
We'll figure out some way. Just keep smashing these trades, and we'll get you an iPhone.
Okay, thank you. Oh, I'll keep you updated on the event.
Thank you. Let's go see what CEI is doing here. Back again. CEI making that retracement back from 170. Minor retracement, 5 cents. But, you know, being a dollar stock, 5 cents could be a lot on this. So let's see what it wants to do here. Find the support maybe near 155. Maybe earlier than 155. And then run back up to the top. I like the gift she keeps getting in the mail. Valeria's getting gifts in the mail?
Well, I got a lot of gifts from our viewers,
Ooh.
but I recorded all of them on our YouTube channel. You can find those shorts. Shout out to everyone. Mostly it were green dresses. So I'm your luck, guys.
So we have D Lexus over here who says, I have off-white tees. So you and Valeriia have something in common. You both are rich
Stylish.
out of your minds.
Stylish.
Rich out of your minds being the first point, and then stylish being the second point. No, Valeriia for sure has style. If you guys, for sure you guys see her every day. So I don't even have to say any more on that. Crocs for everyone? No, please, not for me. I will not wear Crocs. But I will trade the stock, which I did today. I shorted it around 155, and I caught got out around 150.
If you had a choice to wear Crocs or owning an iPhone, what would you choose?
Ooh, guys, she just put me in a little conundrum here.
You can take your time to think.
Chat, what would you do? Own Crocs or own an iPhone?
iPhone? Excuse me.
That's a pretty tough battle, man. I think
Crocs stock doing much better than Apple now.
That's
so.
right. That's for sure right. Crocs 100%. Chat's going with the Crocs over here, Valeriia.
Okay.
I might have to just go with the chat here. I might have to go with the Crocs over a pink iPhone. Mike Sarin, I hope I said that right. Thank you for the $5.
Super chat.
Thank you for the $5 super chat. We appreciate that. Thank you for all the love and support. Speaking about love and support,
guys, we have 624 likes. Let's try to push them to 700. 700 is a great number. Even better, 7-Eleven. My birthday is on 7-Eleven, so it would be really cool if we get there. We have still more than 1,000 viewers, VIP ones. So please, guys, if you didn't like this video, double check, click the like button, and let's have fun another 30 minutes together.
Wow, only 30 more minutes. Man, time goes by so fast with you guys. Like, I don't even realize it. It sucks because I want to be here longer. This is so much fun doing it with you guys on a day-to-day basis. But
well, Prad, I have good news for you. If viewers really like this show and show their support, we'll extend our hours until 3 p.m. So, guys, it's all on you if you really want extending hours.
So how do we know that the viewers like it?
So there are a few indicators. They smash the like button. They are active on the comment section.
So there you guys go. If you guys want us to go all the way down to 3 p.m.
Eventually.
moving forward, I think our boss wants to see that like button number go higher and higher, guys.
To be destroyed.
Let's see that if you guys want us here all the way to 3. Let's go back to stocks here for the last 30 minutes, I guess, because I don't want to miss out on any of the moves. Let's go to CEI. On Amex, CEI holding. Wow, look at that size. That size was not there before on 63. So buyers are stepping up. Look at the size on 62. Look at the size on 63. Let's see if there's any more size down here. There's some size on 50s somewhere down here that I just saw. Where is it? On 56. So we got some size all over the board here. The stock is now at 64 based on that size at 63. EXB is an inverse gateway, I believe. So that guy on 163 is actually getting. So he's paying to get those fills, which means he really wants those shares. He really wants those shares at 63, so he's gonna pay the broker to get filled. Whereas I have some gateways where I get paid to take that fill. So that tells me there's a big buyer here, possibly that wants a big position of his shares here before anybody else gets his entry.
Prad, we have the most supportive trading family and community. We are above 700 likes, guys. Thank you so much. We ask you, and you just
that was
like
quick.
it was
seconds?
quick. I know. Well, because we have amazing viewers, and honestly, yeah, hopefully really soon we'll be able to extend our show if you want this, if you'll be there with us and we'll be active.
Prad should just stay on all day instead of going home for 4 hours. Well, Prad needs to go home and stream on Twitch his video games, so I have to go home. Unless you guys wanna build me a gaming desktop to be sitting at work here, then I'll gladly be here, continue to be on stream for you guys all the way through. you guys are the best for real. No. You guys are the best for real, because we wouldn't be here without you guys, and we would be basically streaming to 0 viewers and nobody without all of you lovely faces in here showing us all the love and support. So, hearts in the chat for yourselves, not for us, but for yourselves. Who's meowing here? Is there a cat here somewhere?
I haven't seen. I only saw a fly.
All right. Nicole Harris is hot. I don't know who that is. Shawn. Where's Shawn? Sean's meowing.
Nicole Harris is our viewers, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you hitting on a fellow viewer here?
Ooh
Viewer?
la la.
We got viewer on viewer love action going on here.
We need to make those, those days when we're like matching up,
We're
like
hitching
linking
people?
up. Yeah.
What are we, Match.com?
We're like Cupid.
We're
Is there
Match.com now?
Is there a stock Match.com?
Yeah, it's a
I know
dating
we
website.
support it. Really?
Yeah, Match.com is a dating website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, we're not Match.com.
All right, let's see what's moving. CEI trying to run back here after forming that bottom, not bottom, but a support at 165. Like I said, that big size at 163, that's going to act as a support for you guys. Oh, the size is taken out. Ooh, so either he's gonna follow that size up somewhere, or maybe it was a little bit of a spoof and he didn't want all of that size, or maybe the size is gonna come back when the stock goes back down there. A lot of factors to think about, but we did see that size all the way down at 163. Let's see how it behaves right there. Same stock match, MTCH is Match.com, I believe. Let's see what Match.com is doing. 2 million shares, sideways action near 158, barcoding around VWAP 159, 158. Valeriia, but only yours forever. Oh, okay, I see how it is.
Julio Chivan.
Julio says he's the only one for you forever and ever.
For sure. I say and laugh to all my fans.
All right. Any of the movers that you guys have going on? BMBL. Isn't this the stock that's supposed to get movement along with Apple's news and ruling? So Match, BMBL, I believe two other stocks that I can't remember off the top of my head might get the move up or down based on the Apple's court ruling that's going place. So maybe the current conference that's going on also has something around it. Prad Uber. Yes, sir. Let's go look at Uber real quick. I like how people are... What did I just see now? Here's the iPhone content. All right, so people are excited about the iPhone content for you, Valeriia. They're just they're more excited about the iPhone news than you are, I think. Don't sleep on lithium. Oh man, of course the lithium with the EV play that's going on for sure, all the way to the moon. For me, all EV factors are all up. Nicole Harris, air hugs for life, air hugs for everybody. Thank you, Nicole, for that
Harris,
love.
We hope you feel better and get super healthy as soon as possible. We'll send you all the love and support. And this we're gonna say to you, Nicole Harris. David Dave is asking how you say "I love you" in Russian. Prad, do you know?
Yes.
So tell us.
So you say "I love you" in Russian by going "Я тебя люблю."
Я тебя люблю. Oh, it's so sweet. It's going. No, it's not pink. It's white, right?
It's white.
Ugh.
She got so happy for a second there, chat. Oh, poor girl. Let's see if that pink dream comes out for her. Uber at the moment, though, boys, we're down about 2% on the day, almost at the bottoms. Over here around 39.10, making a little retracement off the bottom of the day here for Uber. I don't know if it has enough strength to go back to VWAP and hold it around that area, but for now, downwards movement for Uber on the intraday. Say it one more time, Prad. Я тебя люблю.
Я тебя люблю.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
Praying and good thoughts to you, Nicole Harris. Yes, thank you for sharing that love and kind words, everyone. For Nicole, I guess she is sick, so Is that what? COVID? Oh, yeah, prayers, and please get well soon. Our prayers are with you, from the Trader TV family to yours. CEI new high. Wow, no way, man. Like I said, I really thought the game on CEI was over once it was below 150. But here we are, proving me wrong, trading above and going higher here, taking out all the size on the offers, and the bids just keep stepping up. So it's going up. It's pink?
I think it's
Let's
pink.
hear it.
Well, it light pink, and I have super light screen, and I think I can't see the old lady. Bring the iPhone, please.
Oh, was that the colors?
Well, maybe it's not the pink I was expected to be, like bright
Maybe they take off
pink.
the sheet that's on there.
Well, it is.
No, it is pink. It's
it
really
is
light
pink.
pink.
But it's still pink.
It's like
right?
skin pink. It's like rose gold pink.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
yeah, it is pink. It's
Well,
not the
yeah.
pink that you want, though.
Well, yeah. But it's still pink.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you want the
Bright.
I'll pull it up here in a second. If you give me a moment. MGK Young.
Apple
Doug,
is still down
Apple pink.
0.58%.
Let's see.
People say on the chat, just get a pink case. Actually,
Yeah.
it's the smartest idea, though, but
So I think she wants something like this. So this is the phone that Machine Gun Kelly, not Gelly, got gifted by Young Thug, and it's this pink iPhone right here, which is custom made.
Oh la
and
la.
actually, if you watch the video when Machine Gun Kelly is pulling out the phone out of his little case, it looks so fake, and the ink and the color on it looks like it's like hand painted. Maybe that was the aesthetic behind it, but the phone does not look like a real phone. So I was laughing watching that, but I think that's the kind of pink you wanted, right?
yes, the one that does look fake and
I mean, maybe it was hand painted. That's why. But the phone just looks so fake. Maybe if you guys get some time, Google it. You'll see the phone. It just looks fake. Maybe it was just a promotional bit that they were doing for whatever that's coming up in the future. Yeah, MGK.
It's a Barbie
man,
phone.
indeed. It's a Barbie phone. Yeah.
I like that.
Come, Barbie. Let's go party.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world.
Prad just hating. Prad's a born hater, man. Certified lover boy. I'm a certified hater boy. Any opportunity to hate on something, I'm out there first in line, baby. I'll pay fees to hate. So I'm joking, boys. No hatred around here. Just love, and hearts to everybody. They're unveiling the 13th iPhone, and it's no different than the 10th, I'm guessing, right? Best channel, best viewers. Wow, look at this, man. New high a day on CEI right now. Crazy movement up here. There is some size on 75s. Edge X is inverse gateway, so they're paying to get those fills on the short. So that could act as a resistance. Let's see if that ends up having a factor. So there's 2,000 lots on here, and there's 2,000 lots on NASDAQ book, I believe. NSB is NASDAQ. It should be. NYB is New York. So yeah, NSB is NASDAQ. And EXB is the inverse gateway. So these guys are paying to get short. So that is a resistance based off of level 2. Let's see how it plays out. Maybe it goes back down here to 165. I could easily see myself punching a very big amount of shares short here and using that 175 as a barrier to get out if I'm wrong on that trade. A115 Bionics, 30% faster than graphics for games. Time to buy Apple, Prad. Man, I don't think I'll ever have a gaming for Apple. Come on. Really? I can't game on Apple. They don't even make games for Apple like that. One day if they do, and if it ends up being better and cheaper than me building a PC myself, for sure. I'm all about the best bang for your buck. So let's quickly go back here from the Apple talk to CEI. As you guys saw that size on 50 or 75 acting as a resistance, we are seeing size on 71 acting as a support. So let's see the battle between the 71 buyer and the 75 seller. Who wants to win? Who has a bigger bank account? Or who's on whose side? If there's more sellers on the 75 side, or if there's more buyers on the 71 side, who's gonna help who move one direction here? Is the battle that we're gonna be witnessing. Prad, are you rocking a Ryzen? No, I'm an NVIDIA guy. Even though I like AMC's, AMD's, and how I was saying that, the stock is going to be Intel and whatnot, I am very big on NVIDIA's G-Sync capability, which is screen tear. So if you don't have a G-Sync capable monitor, you're getting a lot of screen tear in your gaming, and that's going to mess with my FPS. And when something messes with my FPS, I'm probably going to be raging and throwing stuff across the room, which is my mouse, which costs a lot. So no bueno for me there. Mike Kren with another super chat. PC Master Gaming Race, brother. Hell yes. Or sorry, HE double hockey sticks. Yes. PC Master Gaming Race all day, boys. I throw stuff out all the time. Oh man, I know. I have a little bit of anger issues when it comes to gaming partners and FPSs especially. Oh my nerdiness. Hey man, listen, nerds are the new cool, okay? Talk about FCell. Sure, let's quickly go to FCell here. FCell 17% short interest rate. I'm pretty sure Tyrone Bigham's cross-checked that for me and came back with that value too. And so with the 17% short interest, obviously pretty high. Let's see what the stock. Well, this is still CEI on the chart. So let's see FCell over here. Clear. So like I said, I tried to short the stock a couple times and I got beat up. So I stopped touching it. Went up to 754. I think Neal had a couple shorts here. So beautiful top pick. If I remember that he had a couple shorts, I can't remember to be honest. But beautiful shorts if he did. All the way down back towards that 650 level where I was first trying my short because I saw that icebreaker there. But now that, they went all the way through there, came back to 650, I kind of feel good about my original idea that 650 should be kind of held up here. So we're back here, we're holding in this area. Let's see if it can trade above 650 to prove me wrong once again, or maybe it wants to go back down in this previous pre-market range, or maybe it just wants to settle here for FCell. But for FCell, 190 million shares traded for the day, and a 17% short interest rate. FCell and CEI being the only two stocks trading more than 100 million shares today, with CEI being at 176 and Life coming in third at 98 million shares. Okay, let's see what else is moving. Want to go back to Crocs here. Looks like some momentum could have died off to the top side on Crocs, and we're going to base off here near 151, 152, 153 levels. Keep finding support and keep finding buyers here. We have the ultimate support right now at 150, I believe. So the stock could maybe tomorrow go test 150. And if it fails 150, we're easily maybe like going back to 144, 140 to test that level. So I would love to have Crocs on my watch list tomorrow to see how it behaves at 150 off the open, or how it behaves at the current range where it is off the open if it opens in that area for Crocs on NASDAQ. Breach 150. Breach clear. Close the FCell chart. Oh no. That face. FCell done no volume all in the AM. Yeah, FCell did all of its volume in the morning and just went downhill. Wow, another super chat. The Brent Grass Fund. Is that picture weed? I love it. Thank you for the $5. We love it. Thank you for the super chat. All the love and support being shown in the chat today. Absolutely amazing. 10 more minutes left. Oh no, that's upsetting.
By the way, Prad, do you watch sports?
Sometimes.
No,
Depends
because
on what
I know
sport.
it's like American football time.
No, I don't do
No?
football.
Okay.
I don't know football. I don't do football. It's an American thing.
Yeah.
And I'm probably gonna get beat up by Shawn and Neal by saying it's an American thing. But you know, I know. But who watches CFL, man? Toronto Argos gets no views. Do they even make money? I think Toronto Argos pays to get play on the field. But anyways, no, that's just this is me being a little, dummy, dumb when it comes to CFL and NFL. I'm a gamer, man. I'd much rather play video games than watch other people run around a field, kick a ball around. So, I'll watch basketball, I'll watch hockey, I'll watch UFC, but I'd much rather be in GTA role playing, being a burger flipper than watch NFL, right?
How's your Escape from Tarkov game going?
Escape from Tarkov has been great, actually. I had some great raids last night. My stash value went from 13 million to 15 million rubles. So let's go, boys.
Wow,
We're getting rich.
How many rubles?
15 million.
15 million rubles?
Yeah.
All right, it's a few $1,000s.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
It's not bad, yeah.
It's not bad.
But, in
100,000.
game 15 million, I can
100,000
buy a
maybe.
lot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're rich.
Yeah, I'm rich.
Where are yours off-white shoes?
Sorry?
Where are your off-white shoes?
Oh, man.
Or you'll put those rubles in AMC.
If they sell off-white shoes in
Tarkov.
Tarkov, I'll probably buy some just for you, Valeriia.
Oh, thank
CFL is
you.
lame. You tell them, Calgary activists. You tell Neal. Maple Leafs, Oilers, Winnipegs, or Kenny. Dude, it's got to be Maple Leafs, right? The Toronto has accepted me since I moved here from India, it's got to be Maple Leafs. I can never go against them. But that being said, Game 7 every time, really? Game 7 every time? I can't handle it anymore, and this is why I've stopped watching hockey. But if we are in playoffs, that means I'm glued to my chair with a beer in one hand and screaming at the goalie of letting in the last minute goal. Won't lie, I haven't been to a CFL game since a friend stopped getting us in for free 15 years ago. All right. But yeah, I know Neal and Shawn are big into NFL and sports in general. Me, not as much.
Yeah, but you joined golf family.
Yeah. Oh, for playing sports, always. I love being outdoors and being active. So like, if you want me to play American football, like throw around a football, I'm always down to do that. But if you want me to sit in front of a TV and watch advertisements of Britney Spears and Coca-Cola and
leave Britney alone.
There we go. We're gonna leave Britney
Sterling
alone.
is saying that they're talking about iPhone bringing the stream back. So basically, guys, Apple a little bit higher, moving there back to the VWAP. I broke everything. Well, I don't see anything significant about new iPhones, to be honest with you. Just like you see those two cameras, they're not like under each other.
Wow,
They're
that's a
on
big
diagonal.
difference, guys.
Wow.
Wow.
So yeah, but let's keep watching. Maybe they will bring up anything cool. If you watch the stream, Apple event, write anything. If anything cool you find they're doing. And also they might say something new about AirPods. AirPods, I think, is a great event by Apple because I don't see any other alternatives for wire headphones.
Right.
So Apple...
Oh, here they talk about privacy that does not exist. All right, Valeriia, let's quickly go to CEI. Look at CEI, man. That size that we were talking about on 75 completely got taken out, or maybe he just pulled the orders, allowing the stock to go higher here. I said I would like to be watching it, but I wasn't watching it. We were too busy talking about gaming and whatnot. So look at the stock here, making new highs as we speak. 180 has been established as a new high for the current trading session, and on look at 177. These buyers are stepping up on inverse gateways. Actually, this is the same gateway. You just see it twice, so I could just ignore the second 2835. It's only 12835. So that buyer is literally paying to take those fills, and he's not moving away. He's standing there and not pulling his orders. That means he's an actual order. A lot of the times you'll see spoofers just posting levels and faking people with the size, but this guy is he's taking he's taking all of those shares. So 180 is probably not the top. We're going higher here on CEI. With not much time left, it's going to be really sad to watch CEI just keep going crazy bonkers upwards over here. There is some size on 180, but not significant enough compared to the size on 177. So I could easily see it being taken out. Little bit of a rejection at 180 over here. Look at the selling on 170, but this is what we need to see buying on 180. Look at the mid prints and the selling compared to the buying on 180. Not enough green compared to the whites and the reds. So once those greens start coming in, this is where people are gonna start punching the offers to get long. So once more greens come in, more people are punching the offers for long, and we're pushing that move parabolically higher on CEI here. We're currently at 180. Let's see that size get completely eaten and go higher on this. Come on, baby. Let's go. Look at that size, boys. That's it. That's what we're talking about. Look at the volume come in. Look at the 180 get taken out. Size is being added up here on 180. Oh, wow. Don't worry about it. We still got the 177 boy holding the line here. Let's see if he can hold the line continuously, because 180, the guy on 180 took all the fills. Oh, there we go. Size being taken out on every direction. Size does not even matter now. What is size for this stock? We're just going to eat through every single level. What is size? Size does not matter.
Really?
Yeah, that was a little too quiet right after that excitement. Sorry for that, but guys, I'm lost for words. I just saw size just being taken out on two completely different levels there. I'm not sure what the stock wants to do here. What we did notice right now is the seller at 180 loaded up sells, and the buyer at 177 was buying, but the selling was too powerful and it just went lower. So right now the seller at 180 is in control, and I think the buyer at 177 is either getting shaken out or being attempted to get shaken out. Let's see how it's gonna play out here. Is the buyer in control or the seller is the final question of CEI right now. If you can work it out, size don't matter. You tell them, baby. I knew you guys were gonna make a little perverted joke out of that, man.
Why pervert? No, it's size in general. So, for example, there is iPhone Max and small iPhone.
Good job, Valeriia. Good job, Valeriia. Look at her go.
Or share sizing, right? I take small amount of shares because I can't allow myself to take. Ooh, Apple again back to the downside, guys.
I set you guys up, yeah, but in my head I was like, oh man, the chat's gonna do something about this. I just knew it. But here comes Valeriia, the super girl with the save. Good job, Valeriia.
Thank you. I know the chat's too good, The
chat's a bunch of trolls. I can never give them an opportunity. I literally give them a throw without even thinking about it, and they just slam dunk that baby. Slam dunk it.
You'll get used to that.
Yeah, I'll get used to it. You're right. Get out of here, fly. Let's see. So still having that battle over here. Some size on 173 here, but that's an Amex. He's a traditional gateway, so he is getting paid to take those fills. He's not paying to take those fills, so not as significant as the other guy that we were talking about on 177. Because for someone who's able to use that gateway, that means he's a big player. Normal people don't use those gateways to trade. These are big players who use these gateways. Even I myself don't use that gateway as much. Only if I aggressively want to fill, I use that gateways, and that just goes to show I'm a nobody in this game. There's people out here moving size with professional level gateways being used on the market. So you guys need to keep your eyes on here, see what the games are being played, what type of games are being played.
Guys, look, a blue iPhone.
Oh, that one's actually pretty good.
This one is Pro, I believe. So maybe they will have a Pro in a bright pink color.
That one looks pretty good. I could see myself having that.
Yeah, that one is cute. It's like, what's that? Like sky blue color.
Yeah, it looks like a Samsung ripoff.
Or like what?
A Samsung ripoff. I'm joking. Samsung uses that colorway for the most part.
1 minute left.
1 minute
until
left.
The end of this legendary show. I'm super sad that, guys, we cannot finish that Apple event stream together. because I'm getting super excited. Well, we love you. Hope you have a great day so far. Oh, just quickly, guys, here are colors for Pro iPhones. Well, blue one is cute.
I think the blue one's the best.
Yeah. Well,
The blue one's for sure the best.
I'll wait for pink one day, maybe.
Another super chat. Wow, Dominic with
Dominic
the
is on
fire
fire.
today. Oh, Jinx, you owe me soda. Dominic's is on fire today. Last 30 seconds here. Let's just quickly show you guys what's going on with CEI. Size on the bids are completely being destroyed. Everyone's just being taken to the shed and just being slaughtered. That guy on 180 was a big player, obviously. So everyone, oh, look at that size on 171. These guys are not playing games here today on CEI. CEI now very well could be the highest, most volume stock of the day. There we go. So CEI at 200 million shares for the day, moving like crazy. Size is just being added and taken out on every single level. I would love to see what happens on this stock moving forward, and you can catch that movement at 3 p.m. on Valeriia. 3 p.m. where?
3:00 p.m. Eastern Time on exactly this channel will be, well, basically Neal, Brandon, and Shawn will be trading Power Hour. And hopefully it will break more opportunities to all of us, guys. We love you. Thank you very much for another great session, for all the love. We'll see you in 1 hour.
That's right. Thank you for coming by, guys. Have a good one. See you tomorrow, 11 a.m.
High five.
Oh, high five. Whoop. A really awkward
So
one again,
awkward.
as always. But yeah, thank you for coming by, 11 a.m. Same time, same place. Adios.